What's up and welcome back to Kinda Funny's MCU/Fantastic Four in review. That's right, we are ranking, reviewing, and recapping every single Marvel movie ever made. And in our quest to do exactly that, of course, we started with the MCU. After that, we did the X-Men movies. After that, we did the Spider-Man movies. Then we did every franchise known to mankind.
Except
what happened before. Four.
No, I mean, the Before trilogy. I want you to do the Richard Linklater's Before
One
trilogy.
day we'll get to that, everybody. But as Marvel's busted over in the universe to be a multiverse, we've been going back when appropriate, leading into Deadpool. We added those into the MCU ranking, and then we also added the Daredevil movies and Elektra. We're now doing Fantastic Four. We did First Steps already, the new one. We're going back now, doing the original two, and then the reboot from 2015 the next couple weeks. And that means that we only have a handful of Marvel titles left that we haven't touched. There's the Punishers. There's Ang Lee's Hulk.
Oh, God.
If
that
we're really
magnum
stretching
opus.
it, we get to Howard the Duck.
Yes.
From the 70s?
80s.
80s?
It's
I don't
okay.
fucking know. I never saw it.
Leah Thompson classic, bro.
Shit.
70s. I don't even know the 70s knew Howard the Duck
We were
was,
talking
right?
Duck. What decade, Andy?
I mean, Donald Daffy. You're talking transcends time.
50s,
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah, we're running out of movies, so I'm sure at some point in our lives we'll get to those as well. But today we're doing Fantastic Four. Greg, you look like you have something to say.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah,
I love
like
you.
your Gravedigger shirt.
Thank you. Of course, Monster Jam. What up? Go listen to the Kinda Funny podcast about it. Am I right, Cardigan boy?
No, it was a really good podcast, yeah. I'm excited you're having good adventures with your son.
Have
My
great
nephew.
adventures with my son, your nephew.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a Coke too.
This
Yes,
is
you
Andy
are,
Cortez.
Hello. He's just sipping a Coke.
He's sipping's a way to put it. He's indulging in a
He's
Coke.
drinking it like the villain would if it were, a chalice of the immortal. Like it gives you immortal life, and he just like leaned back and he was plotting the third act of the movie.
Oh yeah, it's all in there. You'll love it. Of course, we have Greg Miller.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Greg, and Nick Scarpino.
Hey, Tim.
Stash is looking good.
Thank you.
I like the combo of Stash to stubble going on now.
Thank
It
you,
adds a
yeah.
level of unpredictability and
Little edgy.
dimension.
I like
yeah.
to be a little edgy. I like
Yeah.
people look at me and go, he's wearing a cardigan, so obviously he reads.
Mhm.
But then he's got that stash, so obviously.
You read that filmmaker, that
Can't
camera
read
magazine.
the room though.
I used to read that magazine
Yeah.
a lot, yeah. I stopped getting it.
Got your ass.
Put it on his shirt.
got your
If you
ass.
love what we
Messed
do,
up,
everybody, please
Fucked
support
up.
us with the Kinda Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, Apple, or Spotify to get our shows ad-free and a daily exclusive Greg Way. Of course, thank you to our Patreon producers, James Hastings, Carl Jacobs, and Omega Buster. Today, we are brought to you by Mood Factor and the Kinda Funny survey. You're going to hear more about all that later. But for now, let's get into Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Doesn't deserve it.
Four.
No, only the new ones earned that. This one has what it has with its score. Jesus Christ. Fantastic Four, released
We did it
on...
in 2005, all right?
What's up?
That's how we did it in 2005.
This
all right?
was released back in 2005, directed by Tim Story. Full name, Timothy Kevin Story.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Weird
That's
merging.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know how
What
I feel
else
about
has Tim
that.
Story done?
Shaft.
Barbershop. Okay.
Oh,
Ride Along.
I did like Barbershop.
All right.
Right along the
The
Will
Ice
Ferrell?
Cube.
1 and 2.
Ice Cube. Is Will Ferrell in
Kevin
it too?
Hart. No, it's Kevin Hart. No, you're thinking Get Hard.
Fuck, I'm thinking about Are We There Yet?
I'm thinking Get Hard.
Shit.
Wow.
Right along was
Ice Cube's in it.
Ice
Great.
Cube and Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin
Wow.
Hart. Tim, you're right. They
Yeah.
did 2 of them. Mike's seen both.
Of
Of
course.
course, I
Michael
went on a
loves
first
this
date to the
series.
second one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you get a second date?
Yeah, but it's not worth it.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Was it over your disagreement about the quality of this film?
Wow.
No, I lied. Maybe that's kind of like setting up like the. No, I lied that I'd like the movie. I lied that I liked the movie. Sorry. I lied that I liked that movie.
Hey,
So
lied.
I don't know
maybe
where
that's
we're
it.
at anymore, and I don't want Roger to gaslight me anymore. Okay, I'm fucking confused.
What's your stance on Ride Along, Roger?
Are you along for the ride or not?
And the runtime of this one was an hour and 46 minutes and had a budget of $100 million and a box office of $333.5 million. I also, you might notice, I forgot to put down the composer of this, but it's only because it's the most forgettable score I've ever heard in a superhero film
Hey.
whatsoever.
Hey, man.
I didn't plan
2005 is
that.
that we didn't know.
We just didn't know. We didn't have Sam
know.
Raimi already knocking it out of the park with
Spider-Man.
Danny Elfman. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't possibly have fucking known.
But this is a modern superhero. This isn't your grandpa. He does exports.
You don't need a stupid score when you got Sum 41 rocking.
You
This
are
guy
making some
fucking
good
knows.
points.
When
That
you
is
got what else was rocking in this movie?
butt rock. There was a lot of butt rock. And I was there for
No,
it.
I mean like it was Taking Back Sunday was also in this.
I'm gonna
in the
just say you
soundtrack.
don't need anything when you got Maria Menounos.
Oh,
You're
man.
so goddamn
Let's have
right.
a conversation
You're
about that. I
hot.
forgot
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
in that movie, and I was like, "Is that
Man.
fucking Maria Menounos?"
I mean, we're here. We have to talk about
big
Maria
part of my life.
because me and G were watching this last night, and we're just like, wait a minute, like who is she? You know what I mean? We know her as
Who is she?
the Nuvi girl.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
Who
her
is she?
from like just hosting a bunch of things and like popping up in WWE and stuff. But it's like, oh, is she an actress?
No, I
And
think-
it's
yeah,
like-
I didn't know that.
think
Yeah.
No,
She's
and
just
then
a
I
writer.
Wikipedia'd it, and it's like, dude, would you believe that her WWE stuff is like first 3 sentences of her Wikipedia?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I knew she
Crazy.
wasn't an actor. I thought she was just there from
Well, it's funny.
extra or whatever.
But
and
then she's
Channel
there.
1.
She's in the movie.
She's good.
And
at
this
it, too.
came before Extra, right?
No,
On the timeline? Was she already I don't think she was on Extra in 2005.
she had to have been. Well, I guess she was doing Channel 1 News in 99. That's when I was a 6th grader.
Do you remember that for
What,
some
was
reason?
that was that a seminal? No pun intended.
Oh my God! I mean, everybody
Age
was
for
in
you?
love with Maria Menounos. That's why I fell in love with her.
John Ottman is the composer for this film.
Really?
Also the composer of Superman Returns.
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
must have read the fact that he did this a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't remember that at all. But anyways, yeah, there we go. Everybody,
Maria Menounos looking great.
here we are. Fantastic Four, 2005. One of the first of the Marvel superhero films. Definitely one of the biggest deal ones. Before we give opinions, who saw this in theaters? Andy?
No,
Greg and Nick both did. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I did not. I have seen this and the second one. I think it was like they were on home release at that point, and I watched them back to back at one point long ago in my life.
double feature.
Double feature.
Wow.
And because of that, I also like merged a lot of my memories of both of them together.
Mhm.
What? Greg.
August 4th, 2011, it was announced she would join Warner Brothers Extra. There you go.
Extra.
2011. So what was she doing in between Channel 1 and that?
Acting probably.
Yeah. She was
Wow.
on Sabrina the Teenage Witch in 2002, Without a Trace 2003, One-on-One, One Tree Hill, Fantastic Four.
That's wild because she
Good
was
for her.
so bad in the movie that I
She
was
in
like,
one-on-one.
Was she? I can't tell because everyone's kind of bad. In
no.
the movie.
Like she was so bad in this movie that I'm like, yeah, that's a television cameo to just like here's the
Like she was like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
when John Tesh would show up and stuff, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, they got John Tesh.
that's wild.
God,
You remember John
I
Tesh?
remember. John Tesh was fucking
Yeah,
multi-talented.
the hair, man.
Extra
Fucking hair helmet.
Entertainment
hair.
Tonight.
All right, so interesting. Let's get into our thoughts on this film. I guess I want to start with Andy because he was teasing a lot last episode.
little tease in there. This is by no means a good movie. This is
Preface,
as bad
brother.
of a movie as you could make, right? When it comes to just things making sense, character motivations being weighted in reality. But damn if it's not funny. Damn if it didn't have me smiling. So much of it, me smiling, going, "What is going on right now?" Like this makes zero sense. Why are you throwing this element in there? Why are you teaching one of the worst lessons possible of the Thing looking like he does and his wife divorcing him, but he falls in love only because she's blind with
Yeah.
with
Love is
Kerry
blind,
Washington.
Andy.
It is one of the worst things you could possibly teach at all. To have, like, hey, you'll find love again as long as they can't see you. It is fucking hysterical.
I think it was more that
if you're
she could look past it. You know what I mean? That's what it really
because
was.
she can't see him. It is hilarious. Everything that happens in this movie is just so damn funny.
Comic accurate, though.
The music choices, yeah, that's what Roger was telling me. The music choices,
I knew Roger
you know,
was a big Fig fan.
you got Human Torch
course
being
he
back home, being like, God, I
What I should've
gotta.
said.
Just like in the most recent Fantastic Four movie, I gotta get to space, right? Looking at Chris Evans going, God, I gotta get out there.
Out of the house.
I really got out there,
X
and then
Games.
immediately he's on the X Games, and it just happens so fast, and we don't know how any of it makes sense, but it does.
Which apparently is happening right down the street from where they're at because they get there very fast.
So fast.
They
New
see
York,
him on
man.
TV, they go,
Yeah.
God
The Big
damn it,
Apple.
Johnny. And they're 5 minutes later.
It absolutely makes no sense. This movie's hysterical. It just does a lot of things terribly, but always had me laughing because of how absurd the choices were.
Nicholas.
Throw it to me. I'm with Andy on this. I almost unironically like this movie. I was dreading it last night. I did the thing we always do, right? Where I'm like, I should look at tomorrow's schedule. And it was a little too late. And I was like, fuck, I have to watch Fantastic Four. Fire it up. It's an hour and 45 minutes. I was like, okay, we're off to a good start here. And then just halfway through, I'm like, I'm having a blast watching this movie. Is it good? No. Have we, thank God, progressed farther past this Hollywood not understanding what a superhero movie can be? Yes, we have done that. But this is a 2005 quintessential, this is what a comic book movie is. We're all in. We're throwing Chris Evans in there to really do, let's be honest, 99% of the heavy lifting of this film, because Lord knows the guy they cast as Mr. Fantastic is just fucking, he's not doing anything, right? We got Jessica Alba in her prime. We've got Michael Chiklis far past his prime. I don't know if he had
fuck
a prime.
off with Chiklis.
Okay.
He had a prime. It was
He
called
was
the Commission,
Yeah, he was
everybody.
the Commission, and then he did the Shield, which shout out to the Shield.
baby.
The Shield is fucking amazing. What an odd assortment of people you put together for this. And I remember watching this movie being like, Michael Chiklis is a TV star. I don't know why he's in this. I don't know how he got cast in this. I love him, but I don't know how he got cast in this because, it's weird. And then Chris Evans, I just knew him because he was like in Not Another Teen Movie. And like, he just did shitty rom-coms and he was this guy. He was always this shitty, good-looking guy. But dude, when he takes his shirt off, when he's running around naked the entire time, I was like, he was a fucking star. That's America's abs right there, Tim.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I think it's garbage. I love watching it, and I was like, it's just too fucking late, but I almost fired up Rise of the Silver Surfer. Just to stay in that time. Just to stay in
Just
the
want to
moment,
live
Tim.
in it. Yeah.
Why leave right now?
Why leave,
It's
bro?
2005.
And honestly, I owe a huge apology. Can I do that now? Greg, or would you like to go first?
Oh, shit. Hit the song, Andy.
What?
I'm so happy you're doing this.
I have a huge apology.
Contact high.
I never had a song for it.
high.
Never had a song for it because it's a stupid name and I don't agree with it.
Oh, is it a contact? Is it a high?
The Coke's done.
Is it a contact or contact
Breathe that
high?
thing in. That's osmosis. I owe an apology to the filmmakers. I could have swore that Jessica Alba had horrible contacts in this, and I think she was wearing contacts, but they weren't.
They were there. It was
But they
not
weren't?
what I remember. Is
Yeah.
maybe in the
Maybe
next one
Surfer,
they're worse.
the one we're thinking of, yeah.
Because in my mind, I remember them being offensive to look at.
Yes.
And here I'm like, she's wearing contacts and she didn't need to.
She didn't need to, but they're not so noticeable. They were not so noticeable that I wasn't like, wait, was I mad? Am I crazy? Are they still brown?
We don't
eyes?
do the close-ups where you get the bulbous eye effect.
No.
Where
Yeah.
the iris is or not the iris, but
You can see it
the
behind
pupil is like on the outside, and it's like that needs to be concave, not convex.
Yeah. So I'd like
Science with
to,
Andy.
throw that apology out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Tim's story and the team.
Character growth.
Do they ever have they ever made contacts where it doesn't have the fake pupil? I'm sure they have. Why don't they use those?
I think they do. Isn't that most contacts?
I just feel like, but like,
We
why do
use
we always
colored
see the
ones, though.
pupil on the outside? Like, why is it always,
I thought the inner ring of most like colored contacts is clear.
give me $20 and I'll fucking hue color correct that shit in Premiere. You know,
It's like when Tim used to make thumbnails and he would just oversaturate everthing. That's what they look
Yes.
like. You gotta have a little subtlety.
yeah.
Subtleties, Tim's
Back when
middle
we got
name.
millions of views. Fucking bullshit. Greg, you were just looking at me. You wanted this conversation to end because you want to get off the goddamn
Let's go,
bench. Talk
guys.
about it. Fantastic Four. What do you think?
I loved this movie. I loved this movie. I loved it. I remember seeing it in theaters and being like, trash, and like walk and never thinking about it again. I saw Silver Surfer too, even though I don't remember much of that either. But I think that's one of the things here is that I just didn't remember this film.
Yep.
So to fire it up, as Nick says, which there's no better way to talk about Fantastic Four on Disney Plus. But it kicked off, and Jen and I were sitting there, martinis in hand, and we're like, God damn, what a fucking period piece.
It's a party film,
It
man.
is 2005. Let's not take this seriously. Not every superhero needs a dead mom or dad, all right? They can just be X Games superstars. They can have some convoluted relationship dynamic. The Thing can fucking call his fiance to come outside. She comes out
In her underwear.
in New York City in her fucking teddy, in her high heels. However, shout out Andrea from Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
That's
Where I knew her from.
You have face
Yep.
blindness. You'd never be able to
I
tell.
thought it was
me.
Michelle Williams.
Oh, I
No.
mean, similar.
I mean, I knew it wasn't, but like that was my. I was like, isn't
What a fun time at the cinema. What a fun time for a movie. You know what I mean? Running around watching these idiots, Fantastic Four. And everything we said is true. It's not a good movie, but it's a good bad movie. And I'll let you know, spoilers, when we get to ranking, that carried it a long way with Greg Miller. That carried a long way with
I
Greg
had
Miller.
to stop myself.
Yep.
Because I put this on the list and I
I
was,
was like, what would I? Oh, yeah, I'd watch it
like-
more than that. I'd watch it more than that. I'd watch it more than that. I'd watch it more than that. You said tonight where Joey walks out from behind the curtain there. She says, Greg, I brought you another Coke. Yeah, Joey, I'll take one. And I want to watch Fantastic Four right now. I say, cancel this show. Let's go watch Fantastic Four. It's that much fun.
I'll tell you what, I might watch Silver Surfer tonight.
I'm holding off because I want to be fresh for that review.
Yeah,
but I
I
am
really
also
do.
like, I remember not liking that one. Will I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed this thing? They fucking freeze him?
Tim, where are you at?
Dude, I mean, okay, jumping off what Greg just said, I remember liking Silver Surfer significantly more than I like this. So I'm hoping that that's true because I'm with y'all. Had a great time watching this piece of dog shit, right? Here's the thing. We look at our movies that we now have every fucking Marvel movie. So it's not just the MCU stuff.
Right.
And good Lord, there's a lot of bad Sony stuff. X-Men, very split, a lot of X-Men trash. This is way more enjoyable than any of that stuff. I think that this is, like, in some ways, the Sony movies, gotta say this with a grain of salt to a bit, but they are a bit more comic accurate and have more of, quote unquote, what we want to see from these movies. They just do it in a really bad way.
Right.
This has no accuracy. This just is offensively not what we want from these movies. But yeah, it's 2005, and now we get to be nostalgic for
It's
a better
bootcut
place that
jeans,
we're in.
baby.
You know, having first steps, I can look at that and go, oh, that's what I want from Fantastic Four, and I have it now. So I can look back at this and be like, cool. I can laugh at it and enjoy it for what it is. Chris Evans is a joy. Not a single line he says makes sense. I don't care. Loved watching him. Jessica Alba, God bless her.
Come on.
What's happening here?
Come on.
Like, everything she says or does baffles me and upsets me. But I'm like, you know what? I'm having fun watching this whole thing.
I hate to do the thing where you only. I feel like it's an easy thing to do in a lot of these movies where you overly focus on. I feel like we did in Alien where we're like, oh, that one actress, she's so awful. And like, there's a lot of other bad actors, but it felt like, man, we're kind of doing a little
Veronica Cartwright
sexism
is
here. This
amazing.
doesn't feel right, but a lot of other people are bad as well. A lot of people are awful in this movie. I don't really know if I remember Jessica Alba from a lot before this movie.
Idle Hands.
Honey.
Idle Hands, holy shit, you're right. Okay.
Dark Angel
But
on
watching
Fox.
this movie, I'm like, holy fuck, I don't know if this person's ever acted before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
But to be fair, and again, we always preface this, Jessica Alba's not a bad actor. They just really didn't know what to do with any of these characters.
Oh my God. And that's the thing is every dynamic is off. Every single dynamic. And like, I'm not even talking about like comic accurate. I mean, enjoyable to watch and a plot you can follow. Like the way that they act scene to scene just doesn't add up. And Johnny's jumping out of a fucking helicopter with the nurse. Okay, cool. Why? Sure.
He likes extreme sports.
It's the tone of all of it. It's way too not fun of a world for how much fun they're having.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like these characters, especially Johnny, which I get he's the hothead, whatever, but even Mr. Fantastic, he's just fucking dancing around. He's stretching all of that. I'm like, I'm kind of loving this. And it is funny watching, Pedro Pascal. We don't see him do too many stretchy things. Like, definitely not to this extent. And I'm sure that we will when we get to the bigger event films. Like, they're saving that. That makes sense. Seeing him just stretch the way he stretches and, like, wrap around the enemies. Fuck yeah, dude. Having a great time with this. I do think that it should be shorter. I am excited that the next one is shorter.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Yeah. Like,
Really
maybe,
pumped me
they
up
know they
there.
have something here.
I also really appreciated how Michael Chiklis's thing, being practical or whatever, just made him slightly bigger. It was like
But
he
he's
was
still 5'6".
He wasn't this humongous rock man. He was just a man made of rock.
If you
Like,
showed me the silhouette, I'd be like, oh, he's a little bloated. Maybe he had like a lot of IPAs
Yeah,
or something.
Well, it's just look, all of these actors, and I've seen Ian Gruffud. Is that how you say his name? Gruffud?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. He's been
Mr.
in other
Fantastic.
stuff. He's British. I've seen him in stuff that he's good. Michael Chiklis is good. Chris Evans, we obviously love. He's obviously like been a huge staple in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Jessica Alba is like amazing. But you put all of them. The casting director. This is what fucking confounds me. The casting director put all four of them together and was like, "Yeah, there's a poster. That's gonna sell
that's
this
a
movie."
family. Chris Evans and Jessica Alba, they're siblings.
Yeah.
That's believable to any
Because we
goddamn
dyed
extent.
her hair similar to his, but it's kind of red and kind of not red. And maybe she's got, I don't know what's going on.
And I mean, maybe
And then
I'm,
why is-
maybe I'm gonna get
why
shit for
is he
this.
friends
But is
with-
his hair blonde?
I think
Chris
I
Evans?
think it's supposed to be. I don't know.
It's Tim Blonde.
It's shaved.
It's because it's the same color as my goddamn hair. And if
Tim
that,
blonde?
Yeah,
that ain't
blonde,
blonde.
It's got
I
blonde.
fucking hate all of you. I hate all of you.
I think the hardest part is like you know, you watch the new Fantastic Four, right? And the guy that plays Ben Grimm and Pedro Pascal are like similar enough in ages where you're like, yeah, these guys would be friends. They're like, or I guess coworkers. But this is like, why Michael Chiklis is like 15 years older than this guy. Why the what do they
So,
have in common?
okay.
I got you back for 18. What the fuck?
Holy shit! Holy
What are we
shit.
doing?
Look at Chiklis' face there. He's like, we are eating.
Dude,
this
that,
is my
that
franchise.
goatee.
This, I mean,
On-
this whole picture, man.
Chris Evans looks
This
insane.
is how we did it in 2004, y'all.
Yeah, Andy, you don't remember because you're too young, but low-rise bootcut jeans were my fucking jam, dude. They were my jam.
Bet they were.
Yeah, dude.
Man, Mr. Fantastic looks hot as fuck. In
That's
this photo.
great hair.
See, I see it there. Okay, so look, I see it there. He's great looking there. What did they do to him in this movie to make him look so fucking much like
Lame.
a
They
pud?
fucking dyed his gray shit in a way
Why?
that was
Remember the
Why
cosmic
not an origin
rays? The
story?
cosmic rays.
We needed a solo origin story
He's
for that.
gorgeous here. Why, leave his fucking hair like that. It was like too long on the sides the entire time. It just made him look like an old man.
It did. Exactly.
Well, they
Chris
also
Evans looks like he's gonna sell me meth.
yeah.
yeah, Chris.
He
this
does
is
look
not
like he's
the best
Breaking
look.
Bad right now.
The last thing I want to say before we move on to the plot and everything is the goddamn thing. All right. Everyone's always like, I want practical, I want practical, I want practical. And this is what you get. And is that good? Is that bad? I'm going to be honest.
don't know.
A lot of it, I kind of like it.
I love
You
it.
know?
I like
it's
it.
goofy as shit. I kind of like it.
I
But
just wish they'd cast a bigger
how
actor.
many times in this movie are they going to do the bit of him trying to pick something up or breaking something? It's like 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe
That's all
it.
they
Now,
had, Tim.
I
They
couldn't
cut
believe
3
it.
other ones.
And then we get to the end of the movie, and like one of the last things he does, he
Smashes
cheers
his glass
and I
to
was
him.
like, I can't believe that someone, some editor, somebody that had screened this movie was like, hey, we did this too many times.
Yeah, it's too many times.
It's fucking insane.
Not only that,
man.
but it is. So, have you ever had someone clink your glass and break it? Because I have, and I've been that guy. There is a very real, like, reality where it might fucking cut your hand, and it's so violent when he does it to Alicia. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a fucking idiot." This poor tiny actress next to this giant guy. I'm like, dude, you gotta cut this shit out.
gotta
This,
cut it.
Having
this
said that-
movie is such a product of its time, though, or benefits from the time, because for similar stuff that Venom tries to do now, I hate it, right? And if any other movie tries to do that, I go, hey, we've had almost 2 decades of lessons that you can learn of how to make these movies good. So when these movies come out nowadays and are so foul and awful, I go, fucking shame on you, dude. You could have like looked at any of the other movies that have come out. You could have one-to-one remade those movies with just your character, and I would have been a lot happier instead of the dog shit you're putting out with Venom and with
Yeah.
all the other Sony Craven the Hunters or whatever. But because this movie was such an early one, because it didn't really have a whole lot of stuff to learn from and maybe even try to like, improve or whatever, that's the main reason why I like it the most. I think if this movie comes out today, I'd be like, don't waste my
What the
time
fuck
with
are
this
we
bullshit.
doing?
Well, of course.
But because
But we
it's an
give
older
it the
movie,
benefit of the doubt. Yeah, 'cause it's an older movie.
it being an older movie, I just like, it just puts you in that place in time.
Listen, I
really
mean,
does.
Charlie Chaplin movies suck. But when you have to watch them, you're like, I appreciate what this guy was doing. He looks
Exactly.
like Hitler. That's weird. But like, other than that, this is some funny shit, I guess.
When Human
all you had was
Torch-
a locomotive.
Human Torch crashes into a Burger King fucking
flame
graphic,
grilled.
the flame grilled, and then it lights on fire. I'm like, that's art, baby.
Bro.
That's art.
when he lands in the snow
It turns into a hot tub.
and turns into a hot tub, and he's like, "Care to join me?" And this nurse,
Maria Menounos standing like Tommy goddamn Pickles.
Yeah.
Just fucking
and
skis
she's
out.
like,
she's like,
sure, why not? She's a medical
baffling.
professional
Hot.
who obviously is very good at her job because she's working for this like billionaire, right? This primate, she's making a lot of money,
Von
and
Doom,
she
baby.
sees this guy catch on fire through his own volition and goes, "Yeah, I'll jump into there with you." Not obviously hasn't seen the movie Dante's Peak, where those 2 teens who go to have sex boil to death. They boil to death.
They
I hadn't
boil.
seen that either, so I thought it was the right call as well.
Going
You've
back
just
to
never
the-
been horny. That's your
I
problem.
mean, I'm always horny. That's my secret. I'm horny right now. Going back to the practicality, I kind of low key.
I appreciate this. The cut of that to YouTube.
I
Sometimes directing's an art.
I love that they chose to do the thing practically. And I think the suit actually looks better more often than not. I think one of my biggest criticisms with the newest one was that Ebon the performance wasn't coming through the CG. And so having Michael Chiklis, again, who was miscast in this, in the suit, I actually think works better than not. I just wish they had cast someone physically bigger.
Just a still frame of him on the bridge.
It's like they just looked
It's a
for a
good
bald
suit.
guy. That was their only prerequisite.
I'm with you to an extent.
I think
but
it was
don't
better
it's
than if
more
he had
often
been
than not.
CG back
I
then.
think that it surprised me more often than I expected it to. Of like, oh, this kind of works, but it also just looks so stupid and goofy, and they focus on it looking stupid and goofy with him bumbling and fumbling.
Fair.
things.
And
Like,
it needed like a sound effect to go along with like the rocks moving around and all that stuff. And also, he's the main fucking character in this film somehow,
yeah.
which is weird.
but it's the voice to me, and like I think that is the difference between Abon and him.
Yeah.
And I feel like yes, in the new movie, it does just feel like a guy talking. They don't add all the gravelly shit. I think that is a way better direction than what they do here.
Which was something that I hadn't noticed prior to watching this for like the third or fourth time, like going back and watching it.
Yell.
Why? No. He talks normal at the beginning of the film. Then he turns into the thing and he starts talking like a 1930s news reporter. He's like, I don't know, kid. I'm like,
He's
where
wearing
did
a
you?
jacket?
What's
It's a
that?
trench coat.
But why did he
Changes your voice.
affect that accent all of a sudden? Why did he just?
Who's to
It's
say
a
what
passive ability.
all your stuff turning to rock would do to you?
It's true. I do love the line where he's like, I used to smoke. That's good comedy.
I don't like his mouth being all weird. Like it looks like the prosthetics just kind of like crooked. Like his mouth is
You
like.
try talking with horse teeth in.
Well,
for
that's
3
why
hours.
it's like. That's why it just
I
doesn't
mean,
work.
Ben Affleck does in every movie.
Yo, ba-da-ba-ba-da.
We're about
Thank
we're about to get to the
you.
plot after a quick word.
It kind of sounded like that, right?
Are we playing the ad right here?
Yes, we are. Here's an ad, everybody. This episode's brought to you by Mood. Let me tell you about the online cannabis company that's revolutionizing how we deal with life's challenges. From sleepless nights to stress-filled days, Mood.com has created an entire line of functional gummies that target specific health concerns with 100% federally legal THC blends. They'll deliver them discreetly right to your doorstep, and you can get 20% off your first order at Mood.com with promo code KINDAFUNNY. I've been having a great time trying out their different gummies, and I'm loving how each one feels. And each one is crafted using federally legal cannabis grown on small, family-owned American farms. No pesticides, no BS, and they can ship to most states in the U.S. Best of all, not only does Mood stand behind everything with an industry-leading 100-day satisfaction guarantee, but as I mentioned, listeners get 20% off their first order with code KINDAFUNNY. So head to Mood.com, browse their amazing selection of functional gummies, and find the perfect gummy for whatever you are dealing with. And remember to use promo code KINDAFUNNY at checkout to save 20% on your first order. That's Mood.com, MOOD.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. This episode's brought to you by Factor. Summer is here, baby. That means more sun, more light, but it should not mean more hours inside cooking. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. Multiple people here at Kinda Funny have been loving their experience with Factor, and you can too. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle over summer and beyond. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day, sun up to sundown. With nutritious breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts, Factor has your whole day covered. Enjoy more this summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor and none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/kindafunny50 off and use code kindafunny50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code kindafunny50 off at factormeals.com/kindafunny50 off for 50% off plus free shipping.
We need you. It's been a few years since we've done a big ol' audience survey to determine who watches our stuff, where you watch it, and what sorts of products you're open to seeing in terms of sponsors. We've boiled this down to a handful of simple questions that shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to complete. Oh, and all of your answers will be completely anonymous, and we want you to be as honest as possible. Head over to kindafunny.com/survey to participate. Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna give this one more try. Last time didn't go well. I have new lyrics this time
Okay,
around.
You wrote a lot of words.
Yeah,
last
too many
time.
words.
Yeah, it was just like a little, like, you know, the syllables. It was hard to play. I also did, you know, discounted that. So let's try this one more time. They cried out, where is Alien versus Predator? No, we'll get back to those movies eventually. Now let's talk about this in review series. Try my best.
Dude, you did try your best.
Try my best.
Admirable.
Now do something with Dear Maria.
The all-time low song? Really? I didn't know you knew that song.
I love that song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got 2 more weeks, Andy. You
Okay.
have Rise of the Silver Surfer and then the 2015 reboot. So we'll get there. I believe in you. Greg?
Herbie might work, you know. I'm coming with you, dear Herbie. No, it doesn't work. Dear Reed Richards,
I've been lost for
come
5
in.
minutes, Tim. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now.
Welcome to Fantastic Four, starring
Chris Evans,
Ian Gruffleford, Jessica Alba, and Michael Chiklis.
and Julian McMahon. R.I.P.
The late, great
R.I.P.
Julian McMahon. Nip tuck.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that happened like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, not too long
No
ago.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
50,
sad.
54, something like
Cancer, right?
that. Yeah.
That
bummer.
sucks, man. We start here in the outside, the atrium, was whatever you want to call it, the street of Doctor Doom's giant fucking building, because he has a giant building and he has a statue out there that has rivets on its face. Foreshadowing. Reed Richards is there with his friend Ben Grimm. His dad? No, his friend. Okay.
We don't know. I don't know that we know the
There's
relationship.
a relationship here. They've been
I like
friends
to believe that
forever.
it was one of those things where, like, in my head canon, Mr. Fantastic's dad left at a young age, and Ben Grimm here stepped.
We got a
up. He
Doc
stepped up.
Brown, Marty McFly kind of
Yeah,
situation
don't
going
ask.
on.
Don't, let's not go too far below.
Let the
surface
fans
level.
figure that out
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Reddit. Okay, we don't
Yes.
need to. They're
Thank
coming
you,
in
Greg.
because guess what, everybody? These folks are flat fucking broke, even though they have the Baxter building. Weird. Flat broke.
Why do they need the Baxter building?
They do their experiments there.
the whole building. It's such a big
at least
building.
a floor of it. A floor
But
of
he
it.
owns the whole Baxter building.
It
It's going
seems
broke. I'm
like
like, just
a-
rent out the
rent
other
out
floors.
the things and make money.
That's
you know
prime
what I mean?
office space in the middle of Manhattan.
Sure, some people, nobody who underneath you or above you will ever be able to have children because of
They're
the
irradiated.
irradiation. But no big deal. Yeah,
Their
Andy,
gonads are gone.
Did you figure it out?
Is Baxter
Dear Sue Storm, count me.
is Baxter from like a real life thing?
No,
Or is
I don't
that
think
in
so.
the
That's the comics. It's the
Well,
building.
who's
there.
Baxter? What does that mean?
I mean, who's the Flatiron? It's just the building in New York. What are we talking about?
I'm with Danny. That is a little weird, but I guess it does
I-
make sense.
I
They
always-
just have a
All right, stop
building,
the whole
but like, why
show.
not make it? There's
Roger can look that up.
I always
Roger,
hear
look
people
up
I
bring
got
up-
it. You keep on going.
I always hear people bring up the Baxter building, but I'm like, I never knew. I think of Ninja
I'm gonna
Turtles.
call Chris Anka. I want to
think
call
of
him
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles because I
Fucking
feel
go.
like
Oh, that's a great
yeah,
idea.
Baxter Stockman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me call him.
It was. I have the answer, but you can.
I want him to tell me.
He's gonna have the worst answer possible. He probably actually isn't awake. Yeah, there it is.
Motherfucker.
Remember, it's 2:14 p.m. as we record this. He's still very much asleep.
I see him in the chat.
He was in the chat for the
gameplay.
He's gonna
podcast.
roll out of bed 3:45.
That's all he
Make himself some French toast.
Some French toast. Some Italian French
He's gonna
toast.
check in on all the Call of Duty Warzone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's still on that.
Then he'll watch what's going on with Mike's
He
stream.
plays Rivals.
He plays Marvel.
About
Like,
2:45 in the morning, he'll check email, see all these things. Please, we need the drawings. We can't do the Spider-Verse without you. And he's gonna go back to bed. You know what I mean?
I don't know why you do this to him.
I like to think of him in a giant sleeping bag like a grub. You know what I mean? Just do something, Chris. Stop growing the
He
mustache.
hasn't even
and do
opened the
something.
second Coke. I just want to point that out. It's still there on deck.
Sitting there.
I like
It's on
it.
deck.
You know, there's no better feeling.
God.
The Coke. A little bit. Little below room temperature. Just a little above fridge
Just a
temperature.
little.
All right.
That is room
There's a
temperature. I
sweet
just want you to know that.
Sweet spot.
Technically room temperature. If it's not at fridge temperature.
Well, but below room temperature.
Okay, we're thawing. We're thawing.
They're
Greg,
broke.
why is it called the Baxter Building?
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's like some stupid fictional shit. It had been built in 1949 by the Leland Baxter Paper Company. Originally designed as a high-rise, blah, blah, blah. It's just boring bullshit. There's nothing fun there.
Did you think that whenever they're looking at the statue that they were going to make a callback to when he turned into a statue at the end of the movie? That they were going to go like, finally got the
Oh.
statue he wanted. Why didn't that happen?
I don't know
They didn't
because
even know what they
they
had.
really went out of their fucking way to tell you exactly why everyone got their powers. Reed, you're always stretching yourself so thin.
Oh,
Ben,
God.
you've got
He's
the
stretching
weight of the
first lines
world
of the
on your
movie.
Oh, he's
shoulders.
stretching for the stars. Still stretching for the stars.
I wrote that in my notes. I was like, man, they love puns in this, man.
We didn't know 2005 we were trying. We were new. We didn't know. Spider-Man, that happens all the time. Like, you sure are crawling on the walls.
Yeah, like a spider.
So he's like, yeah.
I'd even settle for that guy. And dude takes a bite of the jelly donut. Remember that? Spider-Man. I can recap that one even better than that.
Let's do that first.
Let's stay here.
The temperature's right now.
Hey, Reed Richards, I'm coming with you. Why are you stretching so big?
There's a story at the bottom.
God,
I'm gonna get the tabs ready. You just let me know whenever you're ready to rock.
I spilled it on my
Oh,
computer.
you got it on the new laptop.
Careful.
It's got to be used to that. Anyways,
God. What a fun day we're having.
they're broke. Everybody else has turned them down. Nobody's going to give them any money. Boo-hoo.
NASA kicked him out.
Yep. So they come here to meet with the one, the only Victor Von Doom. You know, he's from Latveria, but he moved here. He lives here now, everybody. Don't worry about it.
And you know, it did a great job of getting rid of whatever Latvian accent he probably should have for this movie.
They like try to dabble, or is that just that actor's?
I think he just has affects sort of like a British, like aristocratic. Sorry, I can't see anymore. Tim, are you still paying attention to me?
I'm back here.
You're still paying attention to me, Tim. I can't see. I think he just has that. That was just a performance. I don't think he meant to do it.
Got it.
I just love Greg leaning over, cleaning the laptop, belly hanging out.
It was a waiting.
This is why you support us.
I loved how this dude was just in the dark. Like, he didn't need to be in the dark.
No, of course not.
They were able to see the projection hologram, and also the holograms did not always reflect in the table, which is an amazing
guys.
little thing. Yeah.
I want to point out though that one thing that I love about this movie, it is a superhero movie 1.0. Why is he a bad guy? Because he's a bad guy.
He's a fucking. Well, because his last name's Doom.
Yeah.
Like, we
Because
can just
Reed
start
was
there.
always a little bit better than him in school. That's why.
And so he's just gonna be a fucking evil, kill everyone. Like the turn he has in this movie makes no fucking sense. Whatever.
At one point, like halfway through the movie,
Your brain turns to metal. See how you think.
My brain is metal.
Gia was like,
Steel
so
trap.
he can have any woman in the world, but he chooses her, and it, like why is she the only one? And I was like, gee, there's two reasons. One, look at Jessica
Yeah,
Alba.
Jessica Alba.
And two,
Yeah.
it's like he needs to be better than Reed. Reed wants her.
He
so
want-
she's
yeah,
the one.
he knows she's still in love with Reed,
Oh my
and
God,
he
you
wants
watched
her.
this fucking movie.
You should
Yeah.
you should have turned
There's
around and be like, why
subtext,
did I
Gia.
choose you?
Damn.
Because you can have any woman in the world too, any man too, Tim, whatever
Right.
you want.
Jesus
you know
Christ,
what I
and
mean?
that
fucking
sweatshirt,
right.
and that
It's a
crew
great
neck.
sweatshirt.
It looks
Oh,
great.
yeah,
That's what I'm
sorry.
saying. What's underneath it? Probably some body
Labubu's.
hair.
Show me.
Did you just refer to your body as Labubu? Fuck yeah, you did. Those are my Labubus,
The
Andy.
boobs. What do you got for me, Andy?
No, I was just whenever you want.
I don't have the lyric. We need to figure out what fits there.
You
are
Reed Richards.
You are Reed Rich. You are Reed Richards, and I'm watching. No, it doesn't work.
We'll figure it out.
Reed Richards, I'm coming with
We got a solid start here. You are Reed Richards.
so big.
I think we all agreed the first line is "You are Reed Richards."
Yeah.
Beyond that, we'll workshop that maybe off camera.
listen. I'm sorry, everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say it. All right.
Hey, Greg.
Me and Andy don't work as a quad. We work as a duo. All right. So
Thank you.
you can all sit in the audience where you belong. They're broke.
We're in the first 3 minutes of this movie. Still.
They come in. Oh, shout out to I had his name pulled up at our Hamish Linkletter.
Yeah.
Dude,
Midnight Mass.
Yeah, the priest from Midnight Mass shows up as like
Fucking A.
Right.
he's got
I
to be
was
20
trying to
years
place
old
that
or
guy.
whatever as this
Oh,
the
wow.
right hand man of Doctor Doom.
Boy, is he bad in this. Not him. The character,
dude.
is
Fuck
playing
me.
this like weird subservient butler character. Very
Very
similar,
snivelly,
to
but also
this-
not.
but he reminds me a lot of the Spider-Man butler from Green Goblin. where he's like,
he's so old.
"Sir, I'm
though.
sorry, your dad. I cleaned your dad's wounds, and I did." And he's just so weirdly out of place in this film.
That's true. Well, I mean, just because I think Doom, Reed, and him all look enough alike that they kind of look
So
like that
alike.
It's a problem.
anamorph kind of thing going on. Anyways,
What a still.
Dude, I'm telling you though, man, his
Andy, he should play you.
dude, his fucking performance in Midnight Mass is like just one of the best things I've ever watched.
Oh
in my
yeah,
life.
but the slight difference between these two properties.
Rahul.
That one actually had good writing.
yeah, yeah, of course.
And Rahul was fucking phenomenal in that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they come to, Doom cuts him off. He knows they have no money. He knows they have no other options. And he dangles this in front of Reed, right? The Baxter buildings and, foreclosure, all this shit. You're a fucking failure. I'm your last hope, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll do it for you. And he's mean to Ben, too. I'll do it for you, blah, blah, blah. And then in the last second does the. And blah blah blah, and Jessica Alba walks in like, oh, and we're all supposed to go,
that's
okay,
why.
yeah, okay. It turns out there's a history here. All right, Reed and her had a relationship, but now she's in a relationship with Doctor Doom.
She acts like they haven't seen each other
Years.
in 30 years, and she
I
does.
waited for the audience break, for the audience like to clap as she walked in.
In what one?
We did.
Because she walked in.
Just like as she walks in, like woo, like the like it
Like
was
a
just
sitcom.
such a cheesy sort of intro.
This whole I was so cringy.
I mean, again,
so crazy.
not to fucking just immediately tear this all apart from like but in the comics type shit. Fuck the comics. Fuck everything. Having the family this not together throughout this movie is such a bizarre call that, like, I know it's an origin thing, but having Reed and Sue not together for this movie in 2005, just jumping off, like, and having the dynamics be the beef with Victor, I thought it worked so poorly. And it was just so unbelievable that by the time they get together, I'm like, no, you don't like each other.
Yeah.
You don't fucking like each other. The plot says you do. You don't like each other at all.
No
It's not a
chemistry.
chemistry thing necessarily. It's a just believability thing of it all. And like the setup of how this whole movie goes, of where their characters were, and like we see the fucking pictures of them, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't believe you.
Also, this
He wasn't ready for the next step.
they went to
First step.
college together. Or they worked together
Both, yeah, sure.
College.
at college, right?
Yeah.
And look, it's one of those things where, like, who knows? I don't know. But Jessica Alba seems like she's 10 years younger than him. It just seems like none of these
again, though,
characters would ever
in-
have interacted in real life.
In the
ever.
IMDb photos we were shown earlier by Roger, they look smoldering and the same age. They do something to Reed in this movie to make him look older. I have it up here. They gave him his tie about 15 sizes too big.
Man,
You know what I mean? Like, that's
massive.
going on. They put him in like his dad's suit. He's just aged up here in a bad way. But yeah, they established that there was a relationship here. But now she's with Victor. But he's preparing to propose on the space station. But then, like 40 minutes later in the movie, she's like, "We're not together," even though he'd want to be like, "What is going on here? You know what I want? What's going on?"
Bizarre.
However, she greets Ben with a big old hug, and then she shakes Reed's hand. Like, oh no, dagger to the heart. You know what I mean? And again, they will eventually talk about it, right? You know, they were together, they weren't together. Reed wasn't ready to take the next step or whatever kind of shit. They ride. This movie moves. It moves, Tim, because we go into the elevator, and then it's like, all right, cool. You're getting this, and you're going to use the spaceship, and you're going to go up there, and you're going to run your little tests on the cosmic cloud, and that'll cure cancer or some shit. It's evolutionary leaps and shit.
I would say it moves. I'd say more it's all over the place. It goes from one thing to the next thing to the X Games.
But it goes fast. But it goes fast, Tim.
It does
It
go
goes to
fast.
all
It
those
goes
places fast.
Yeah.
All right, we're going up there, but who's
gotta go to space.
gonna be the pilot? Oh, you know, remember my brother? And then it's him fucking on a motorbike racing towards the launch pad while leaning over, making out with a woman leaning out of her car. So,
Come
what
on.
the fuck, man?
First off, where's this lady going? There's one road into this fucking place.
She's coming.
right?
She's had to make out. She needed to break her off a piece of that Johnny Storm action. That's what's going on.
Look, Johnny, the character, obviously a sign of the time, right? We've learned a lot
Back in
about how to
2005,
act, at
Men like
how
to
men
fuck.
should act.
Yeah.
But holy shit, what a fucking intro for this guy! Just
real.
tells you everything you need to know. He's a
Triple X
daredevil,
as fuck.
and the ladies love him.
they can't get enough. Of course, watching from the platform is Reed and Ben, and Ben's like, "Oh, I don't know, Reed. I
They're
can't
just
do this.
binoculars on him. Like, did they know he was coming? What the fuck?
I can't do this. I was his commanding officer. Now he's gonna be my commanding officer. I don't take fucking blah 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 blah." And then and Reed's like, "Shut the fuck up, Ben. We're broke. We have nothing to our name. They're gonna take the building. You know how much the Baxter Building means to me. It was named for Leland somebody Baxter in 1940.
It has such a strong lineage in my family.
And so then they go in and they go into like the barracks, and that's when Johnny comes in. He's like, "Commanding officer on deck," and Ben jumps up and does this. He's like, "That's pro," and then he does the MasterCard thing. You know what I mean? Senior former CEO salute you, priceless. And I'm like, "Oh man, MasterCard! Remember those commercials, everybody?" And they don't like each other. They don't get along, and that goes back and forth for a little bit.
For the entire movie. It like never ceases. Ever.
When does he say the line, "Thank you, Dr. Phil"?
Yeah, that might
Is
be
that-
here. That
is
might
that-
be in this exchange.
Is that
somewhere.
where he already sets out into space, like as he's prepping him for space before he does like
Maybe.
the salute or whatever? Because there's a little small line where he says like, "Hey, Grimm is trying to like hey, you don't take things seriously enough, whatever. And he goes, thank you, Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm.
And with that line read, I was like, I bet you Ryan Reynolds was almost cast as this role.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Because Ryan Reynolds could have played this perfectly.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
With like, and maybe it's just the referencing pop culture, but it's like Ryan Reynolds could have been the hot guy playing Human Torch.
My favorite line in this movie is where Reed uses his powers for the first time to stretch underneath the door, and it cuts back to Chris Evans, and he goes, "That's gross."
Yeah,
So good.
That's
Good
so
line.
funny.
Actual laugh out loud.
That's
moment.
gross.
Yeah.
Because it is.
So then that happens, and then Ben Grimm's got a photo of Andrea from The Walking Dead, and then Jessica. Oh, they look at their suits, and then Jessica Alba comes in. She's like, "It's made of whatever the fuck, and it'll adapt to your body." And Reed stares at her breasts and goes, "Fantastic!" And she gets excited for a second for a compliment, and then he goes, "Fucking the suit does all this cool shit."
These suits are a second skin to adapt to your body's every need. Jessica Alba says with her fucking girls out.
Yeah.
This movie's disgusting.
And then his
the
suit.
way they play all of this, like, what are we doing?
But I also just hate like the elementary style acting here from when she goes, oh, he's excited about these titties. And then Reed goes, oh, wow, I was wondering about doing studies on this. And then they cut to her and she kind of like, oh, I'm disappointed you weren't talking about me. And it's just like so bad.
So
It's
bad, dude.
awful.
You never had your heart broken. Love makes you act a fool. Andy.
Oh my lord.
From there, we go into space.
They just got to space so fast.
so fast.
But,
no
but
launch. They're just in space.
good. It's 2005.
We knew what
don't
space
need to see
was,
him doing
man.
whatever, man. Get us up to space. Also, this guy's got a space station with
Yeah.
gravity on it, and he has the capability of making molecular, like fucking evolving fucking material.
Yeah.
What does he need any of this for? What is the plan?
He
You're already
wants to
ruling the
prove
world.
he's better than Reed.
Yeah,
That's
He
it.
needs this.
the whole thing
man.
is a whose dick is bigger contest.
Exactly.
all you
It's
go.
just like kind of funny. They get up there.
Why I keep winning?
Immediately, they're like, Ben, go out there and do whatever the fucking test is. He's like, cool, I'm going to go do the test. Johnny puts him out. They do the salute like you're talking about. It's a great time.
Andy,
He does like the thumbs up or whatever.
Andy, this up.
You didn't acknowledge
I'm
his
not
joke, so
going
he's gonna
to.
keep. He's gonna keep coming to it. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep. Just
you gotta
ignoring it.
acknowledge it or whatever. We're gonna move on. You know,
Look at me.
Andy, look at
It's
him.
like it's like a dog. Like you can't. You have to like
You're gonna feed
give
me.
him the treat or
You're
else.
gonna feed me the treat. I'm gonna hump your fucking leg if you don't give me that treat.
This is where the shields that are supposed to protect him, Von Doom opens up so that he's like, I promised I'd give you the world, and the world's underneath him or whatever. And then he goes and gets the box because he's gonna propose. Psychotic.
Pretty cool moment, by the way. If she was actually in love with him, I'd be like, this would be the best proposal ever.
Instead, the alarms go off. Reed calculated all this stuff that 18 hours from now we're supposed to get it, but we're gonna get it in 18 fucking seconds. The cosmic.
Hold on. I had to write down this line of dialogue, just perplexing back and forth. That makes just no sense, and no human would ever act this way. It's Von Doom about to propose, right? He says, we've been together 2 years now. And Jessica Alba replies, it's been a good 2 years, Victor. The company's accomplished so much. It's like, nobody talks like this. And it was also just performed so terribly.
If you are a woman, period, with a male superior who's clearly pushing boundaries, you might.
they're
because
together,
remember,
They're
no,
not,
they're not
though.
though. Because remember, he
She-
goes, think of this as a promotion.
She eventually goes and tells Reed,
like,
we
we're
are
not
not
dating, yeah.
together.
He just
So
is
he's
like,
just
made
a
this up.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, yeah.
I thought they were just together this whole time.
no,
That's what
she's like, we're
it's-
not dating.
How it's very much laid out, but then yeah, she has that one line and then this thing. Like, okay.
It's hilarious, other one.
It's still hilarious. Everything's weird about it. And then Reed
how
runs
people
in.
support
He's
each
like,
other on
this
this
is gonna
podcast,
fucking
Andy?
yeah, exactly. Think about it once.
That is Reed Richards. He's Mr. Fantastic, and I think he's spread too thin.
Yeah,
was a
that's
positive.
awesome. That's awesome. I love
That's
that.
good.
We
Great
gotta figure
job.
out the rest of it. Yeah.
There's a rock guy over there.
This guy goes on fire.
What
What a song. You know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
know you knew all time
How
low.
would I not know
You
that
know what we
song?
should start doing? We should start tracking like Tim's patience level when we do these podcasts. Because I see it going down every time we interrupt anything.
It's only been 67 episodes of the MCU interview. He's fine. Anyways, Reed runs in, and we're all gonna die. The cloud's coming now. Put up the shields. Get Ben in. And then immediately Doom's like, "It's all your fucking
How'd
fault."
they have their math so wrong?
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting for the movie to eventually be like, "Oh, Doom did something to make something happen."
But they're just suddenly up there like, oh, fuck, we had 10 hours and it's 10 seconds. Like, what?
Well, not only that, but at one
How
point,
did you allow this to happen?
at one point, Reed and Doom get into an argument because he's like, "I told you to abort."
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have done fucking anything. Because he still, remember, because he covers himself and you're like, oh, he's going to be safe, but he's not safe. So Reed really just fucked everything up. This is Reed's fault 100%. Right? Am I wrong?
No, I mean, I think he should have aborted probably.
But what does that mean? Get back in the ship? You have 10
we never
seconds.
saw how the ship got to Earth. Maybe it's just an elevator thing they can take back now.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Remember
I think you're right, Nick. That is very funny.
like he's like, "I told you to abort," to which I would reply, "What the fuck what were we gonna do, dude?"
Even
This
when they
is a
come back
giant
to
wave."
it later and Reed's talking to Ben, he's like, "I'm sorry, the math is wrong." He's like, "It's a freak accident." I was still, here, third act, we're gonna get the
Doom made
but
it
I
happen.
knew all along
Yeah.
that this would happen.
I was the one that messed with the computer.
I
or
moved the
whatever.
decimal point.
Because they have that one line of dialogue where Michael Chiklis is like, "How do we know he didn't call NASA to like tank our deal with them?" And so you're like, "Oh, he's doing some nefarious shit." But yeah, no, it's just Reed's a fucking idiot.
And so yeah, they get bombarded with cosmic rays, right? We see it all happen. Johnny gets pushed into a bunch of fire. Sue's soul's pushed out of her like Doctor Strange. Reed stretches a bit.
It's god fucking awful. Like
Yeah.
this looks like the type of shit of just, I mean, clearly people that don't understand comic books or what's cool about them, but we need to show them all getting their powers. So this is exactly what we're going to do. It's so literal in a way that has no excitement to it. There's no tension. There's nothing visually interesting about this. Like it was laughably bad. Like I enjoyed it watching this in the context of being a 2005 superhero movie, but like, man, they really, really should have either tried harder or just skipped all of this stuff and just do what the new movies did. This is what happened. They have their powers. Move the fuck on.
They don't. They do this, and then everybody's in a coma. Ben wakes up, and we see it through his eyes. And Johnny's like, "Oh man, there's only
Great
so much they're
scene.
gonna do."
Come on.
This is good.
Really
Fucking
good.
great
It was
scene.
really good. And gives him the mirror, like, "There's nothing we can do. You're still ugly. You look like Matt Scarpino."
I think that
really,
was
really.
funny. Like it's funny. It's just I don't like them slowly, but not slow at all. The abilities affecting them.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like a waste of screen time for all of this stuff.
Sure.
Like it felt so drawn out in a way of like, why is Ben not Ben? Or the Thing? Like I don't know. I didn't like this at all.
He smashes the mirror and gets up. Then meanwhile, Jessica Alba is still asleep. She's in a coma still, but she's getting a gajillion flowers from Reed. And they go to put the flowers that would kill her next to her, and Reed has to be like, "No, those would kill her. Sunflowers are our favorite." And Jessica opens an eye. She's like, "Oh."
It's wild to think how much shorter this movie could have been without the slow sort of like, look at me, I can't. Like you're visible. Look at your hands, or whatever. Like without the sort of Spider-Man, like I'm sticking to the walls and I'm stronger than I thought I was
But
in the old
times
movies.
5.
Yeah, like this is it. You know, this movie was already not super long. This could have been like an hour 20.
Yeah. Would have supported that.
We go to the bank where the bank's like, "We own your fucking ass, Von Doom. We're not gonna." So maybe he's the board of the directors. I could have sworn they said bank, but then it's like
I think it was the board because they were supposed to IPO and this tanked the IPO, so the
yeah,
board
but
like
there's
voted
something
him
with a
out
bank
basically.
involved, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
But they got really cool, hot, ridiculous chairs to sit in. All the sets are ridiculously sets, which is interesting. But they're like, you have what, a week to turn this around? I forget,
Something like
10
that.
days, maybe a day. Who
He's
knows?
got a cool little scar.
Yeah, he's got a little scar, and he's so vain. Just like Nip Tuck. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Of course.
Great
Yeah.
duck.
You go back to.
I just want to say,
Sure.
one of my favorite interpretations of Doom. Doom's been many, many, many different things, but one of my favorites is from the comics when he has one little scar like this, and that's why he wears the mask. He's so vain that he thinks that is like the biggest problem ever.
hideous.
But then over time, the more quote unquote canon Doom has become like he's very disfigured. I like the idea though of it just being the one
One
scar.
thing.
and
One
he
little thing.
sees himself
Yeah,
not disfigured,
yeah.
but
That's cool.
And when this movie started,
Wow.
and I had the one, I was like, oh, and I just forgot where the movie went and said, God damn,
He
I
becomes
didn't
metal.
like it. He becomes metal.
I never knew
forget.
that was a whole thing with him. Like the
I had
vein
no
news.
idea. I have zero
One
context
thing.
for Doom.
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Anyways, we come back to the hospital or the, Swedish facility they're on. And this is Johnny getting his tests by Maria Menounos. And he keeps heating up. He's like 200 fucking degrees in the Caribbean seas with the hot mommy screaming, "I poppy." Every day's like I'm already to go up. But he's just getting too hot. And she's like, "You're too hot." And you're hot. And he's like, "Yeah, thanks." Like,
Yeah, so are you.
And he's like, all right, I've been cooped up too long, and they got killer fucking slopes outside, y'all. I need to harsh the goddamn gnar. I got Squirrel Sid up there and Snowbike Mike, and I got to go play with them. You know what I mean? I got to get out there.
I got Martin farting out there.
But he has the line that I think only Chris Evans could get away with, is that he goes, "This is yours, this is mine," and he kisses her. And Maria Menounos just has that little look where she's like, "Ah, fuck." And you're like,
He
okay,
got me.
He got
I
you.
want to fuck this guy. When you get off work, I get off at work at 4. I'll be here at 4:01 to pick you up. But then she just goes with him. And so they go and they get on the helicopter and they jump off. And we're probably this is Reed and Ben talking, where Ben's like, "Ah, man, I can't wait. I just woke up," and they're like, they're getting discharged tomorrow. After just waking up from the coma, everyone's out tomorrow.
Yeah, come on.
Some 41 is rocking right
And
here.
they're like,
on
"Oh
the
man, we
slopes.
could." He's like, "I won't even call my fiance. No one's mentioned the fiance at all, or whatever, other than the picture, or whatever. But it'll be fine. Don't worry." He's like, "Well, you should fucking get it back together with Sue. She still loves you, and you love her." And like, then we go back to Johnny, who jumps out the helicopter and skates down the thing, and then Maria Menounos is coming too.
Can't be mad. I can never,
Can't be mad at this
ever be
Can't be mad
mad
at this.
at someone with a snowboard jumping out of a flying thing.
helicopter. Yeah.
It's so
No,
sick,
Mr.
dude.
Wayne, I could not recommend that you go hella skiing. Dark Knight
Batman.
Rises.
Yeah, Batman. Of course, he's going and doing tricks and doing all sorts of cool shit. And then guess what? She's like, "You're on fire." Thanks. Oh, no, you're
it's
really
about
on
yourself.
fire.
Oh my god! Fuck yeah!
We just got the know you're hot joke.
He flies for a quick second before smashing into a snowbank and then falling down. She comes down. It's the hot tub he made there. And you want to join me?
Fucking
She goes, "Yeah," and drops
Andy.
her shit.
Oh, you don't play it. Roger, play it.
Oh, what? The right there?
There's a button somewhere.
Were they born in labs? Now it's time to rank those abs.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a special Rank Those Abs podcast. This is actually going to be a one-on-one interview with one Andy Cortez. Andy, if you had abs like Chris Evans in this movie, what would you do?
I don't know if I would ever wear any garment on my body.
How would it just be Speedo or thong Speedo or just go naked because no one would stop
Probably
you?
a MeUndies, maybe
Oh,
with
like a
the
boxer brief.
with the ball pouch.
I'd have to agree.
I would say that I think he may have the best torso.
Fuck. I
I've
mean, it's
seen.
just shoulders.
It's a
Look at his shoulders.
It's a
in
great
this.
torso. It's just a great shape. It's an action figure, lean action figure shape.
It is action figure. That's what I thought too when I saw
He
it.
looks great, and not only that,
You know,
think
it's like we have to talk about my torso hate for
Academia.
We have to talk about my. We have to talk about my
great.
torso hate for
That was
the
good.
guy in Jurassic World, who is the villain in Deadpool,
Oh yeah,
Francis Angel.
Francis Angel. How like I was giving him a lot of shit about his weird looking torso. This is a good torso. This is a good torso.
But can
That
we
from
get
this
it? No,
movie?
that's not
That's
from
not
this
from
movie.
this
That's
movie.
from What's Your
Fucking
Number? I
That's
think.
from not another team
Yes,
movie, maybe.
Maybe.
Roger.
Can you pull it
That's
up?
what
Can
they
you
told
pull him
me
up
when they
shirtless
saw
from
it.
Fantastic Four? Because he probably looked the best in this movie. Well, no, Captain America, he looked the best. But this, he has a little chest hair. He had a little chest hair, and you can tell that he bulked up for when he needed to like be shirtless. And then when he's in the costume, he's just hella skinny.
But when I look at the Captain America body, I think about my own
Huh.
personal schedule,
Sure.
and if I wanted to maintain that, how much work.
You couldn't stream.
How much food I would need to be eating, how much like steroids how much need to be in the gym all the time and constantly maintaining that. This feels like the closest to maintainable. You're still starving yourself a little bit probably.
Yeah, you definitely.
Or
are.
you're cutting, but you're not eating pizza ever, which would suck a lot.
But he's saving a lot of time, though, and I know this from experience because it's because of him in these movies that I made this choice as well.
Shave your head.
The shaved head.
Yeah.
Because normally he has to put so much product in, he has to style it, takes a lot of time. Don't need that anymore.
Good bald head.
He looks good.
He's got a
He looks
good bald head.
fantastic.
Interesting. All right. That's point.
Meanwhile, back at the Swedish facility, Reed and Ben and Jessica Alba, Sue Storm, they show up at the diner inside the facility, and then Reed shows up, and he's like, "Oh, what a coincidence! You're here!" And he's like, "Oh, they put it together, and then they are all gonna have a bite to eat and become friends and hopefully lovers again." And so they go and do that, and they're having a great time drinking wine in this medical facility. And then, Ben gets heartburn. He's like, "Ooh, I don't feel good. I'm gonna go lie down." Everybody's like, "Well, you just came out of a weird coma where we got bombarded with cosmic rays. We probably should escalate this a bit more than just saying bad shrimp, but we'll say bad shrimp.
How are you feeling, Ben? Solid. Like all the rock puns, man. They love that shit.
He goes away, so Sue and Reed can start talking about their relationship in just a stilted conversation with no chemistry and clearly no history. And it wouldn't be surprising if this was the first thing they shot. It's just like there's just nothing going on here.
It's really not.
You really weren't in a relationship together, but they want us to believe they were. And
Wouldn't be surprised if they were green screen talking to just like a green doll.
dude, which is like, I'm jumping ahead, but on the bridge when Andrea shows up and leaves the ring and leaves, I'm like, what the fuck is this blocking?
It might be the greatest scene in a superhero movie of all time.
They
Like
just
everything about that 5 minutes.
I
is
was laughing so
perfect.
hard.
So anyways, though, this fight escalates. Like I said, Jessica Alba didn't want him to leave, but he left. And he couldn't do the thing. I didn't want Andy to leave. He left. And so then she gets so mad that she turns invisible. And he's like, Sue, look at me. I can't. Yeah. At which point she flips out and knocks a glass off the table or a bottle of wine. He goes, boom, with his Mr. Fantastic powers and grabs it. And brings it back. He's like, whoa.
I think now's a good time to talk about the powers in this movie.
That's the power of powers. Did you see him?
The power of powers is a curious thing.
Make a one-man stretch. Make another man fly. I'll make him another man the thing. That would have been better.
That's good. We'll try. Well, bring back Andy. We'll figure this out. I can't help but think, man, they did Sue Storm fucking dirty in this movie. Her power set is just so underpowered. All she can do is really turn invisible. Anytime she does anything with the shock waves, like the light waves, they remind me of that episode of Family Guy where Meg got the nails and just kept scratching people. And I was like, ow, that's gonna get infected. That's it. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is really bad. And I think that Greg often talks about Superman and the problems of the Superman character and how he's received because of his power base, and then how you, for a long time, thought that way about Captain America and then have come around on it. I am so happy that I feel like Sue is getting her due now of like, hey, these powers are actually cool, and it's not as
should be cool.
dumb as it seems. These movies, I think, are the reason so many people thought that her powers sucked, because they did here. Like, you get invisible. What's that really mean? Jessica Alba gets naked a lot. And that's kind of the extent of it. And she uses the other powers.
That's literally
nosebleed
the
every
only thing the filmmakers could figure out what to do with Jessica Alba and invisibility is get her naked. That's all they could figure out.
That's really it.
Not turn other things invisible, which is a way fucking cooler power.
Her get invisible. She's naked. But invisible, we'll get to in the bridge scene. I just don't really understand what happens.
What happened?
Like, hey,
oh my God, what great blocking there too.
Let's save that for there. But in terms of the powers, I might have a hot take here. I might have a hot take. Okay. What are you doing? You're just
He's
going
gonna bobble. Don't worry about it.
away.
You want a bobble? You need a bobble?
I don't know what that is.
Strawberry apple. You want strawberry apple? Do you want strawberry apple?
I'm okay.
Strawberry or apple?
I'll take a Coke.
Can I have an apple?
Get him a strawberry one and get Roger an apple. It's just you and me now.
Just me and you.
We never get this on
I
interview.
know, this is great. Mr.
Do you really think
Fantastic's
Nick has the
powers.
biggest dick here?
I doubt it.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. This is an all-timer episode.
Holy shit. Mr. Fantastic's powers. Like, I remember for decades at this point, like these movies to an extent were one of my entry points to Fantastic Four. Like I watched the cartoon in the 90s a little bit, but like it was always my least favorite of any of them. And then there was when I was reading the Ultimate comics and we got to Fantastic Four, that was my least favorite of any of the Ultimate run in those early days. So watching these movies, it kind of just like let me down. And then, obviously they weren't good at the time. So thank you so much. A lot of kind of hate and criticism for them and their powers and the way they did Invisible Woman and all that stuff. I remember thinking about the stretching looking absolutely horrible and the way they use it being fucking atrocious and shit. Watching this movie, I was like, legitimately, doesn't look that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of into it.
The Johnny shit looked great.
What's up?
The Johnny shit looks great.
Yeah. But
He's specifically talking about
like Mr. Fantastic, the stretching stuff. Like, it looked good and they did cool things with it. And I'm like, I commend them for their bravery, because like you get to now like with what am I, Miss Marvel, right? And like they're just like, we can't make that look good with like modern movies and the way that they do the shows and all that stuff. And I get that because of budget and time and everything. But like, I want to give them a little secret delight.
Oh,
wow. I like that secret delight.
I would agree, especially since we watched the new one, and I have to be honest, and granted, I haven't A/B tested these. I don't think the Reed Richards in the new one look that much better than this one. I thought that effect didn't look great in that movie either.
I think it does. I've seen the movie quite a few
19
times now.
sure.
Yeah. And like it does look really, really good. Yeah, 3 times. I saw it yesterday.
Thanks for the call.
But they don't do as many cool things with it at all.
Yeah.
Like period. And
You mean
this
they
one-
don't have a fun and game section to this? Where they're like, we're stuck inside. What should we do?
Yeah, like
I don't have the shitter paper.
and I get it. Like it is stupid, and I wish it wasn't in these.
Nothing cooler than making the hero of your film run out of toilet paper and have to remind the audience that he has to wipe his fucking ass.
Happens.
Sorry,
He's
Tim,
just
I-
like
no,
us.
that's it. That's it.
Secret Delight was a special effects.
But I was just saying that Mr. Fantastic's powers, I spent 2 decades being like, they were fucking garbage in this movie, like whatever. And I'm watching this, I'm like, you know what? I want to give them a lot more credit. They're so creative. They do cool things with it. Like, I thought it was good.
When he wrapped around, was it thing?
Ben. Yeah,
Ben, yeah.
thing.
I thought it looked awesome too, but then I would look at Ben's head inside of the hands, and I'd go like, oh, that doesn't look good. Let me look back at Reed and like look at the rest of it, and I'd be like, oh, that looks amazing. Let me go look back at the hands. Ooh, that looks kind of rough. But I agree. I think it aged much better than I thought it would.
After their
So, like, last thing here, it's not even just the visual quality. I'm saying that for whatever the visual quality was, even if it wasn't perfect, it was worth the bit. I think it was worth the fun that they had with it, and like him wrapping around Ben. I'm like, this is cool. I like this, and we didn't see Pedro do that.
Sure. So then their powers have manifested. That's crazy. Johnny Storm runs in just with Maria Menounos' coat around his business. He explains that he turned into fire and he did all this stuff and yada, yada, yada. Try it. You
I'm
like
getting
it.
in there.
Okay, good.
Didn't expect a lot of what's going on here.
Now read it to the audience what a
This
Bobo
movie
is.
Strawberry's a little questionable.
Bobos.
You want the apple? Brought it out
No,
before.
he's insulting the art.
I'm not insulting the art. Come on, those
I don't
girls
even
big
know
old
what they
bobos.
Huh?
What are these?
These are Bobos. They're the hit treat from my desk that Nick ate an entire box of, and I had to buy more at Costco this weekend.
I almost said buy 3 boxes.
I should have clearly.
Hey.
Now that they're a bit, they're going to be everywhere. Tim's first bite of a Bobo. Taste test of a strawberry Bobo.
I'm glad I have the apple
Yeah.
one because I love apple.
Yeah.
Is it filled with something?
Yeah, there's
filled with
apple
apple.
filling inside of it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Get in
going to
there.
squirt in your mouth a
I
little.
like it.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, good. Bobo, if you're looking for dropping off free Bobos, we'd love them.
a better Nutri-Grain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyways, though, so he's there trying to explain to everybody that he was on fire and maybe flying or whatever. They're like, well, cool, she's invisible and I'm stretchy. We got to check on Ben. We got to get to Ben's room. Let's go to Ben's room. And on the way there, Johnny is snapping his fingers and figures out the fire. And he's like, oh, like this, but everywhere, which I like.
Yeah.
Um,
That was a big trailer line.
It was, yeah. Of course, Sue Storm has to tell him to knock it off. We need to get to Ben. They get to Ben's room and they see him.
Locked.
Yeah, but they see like and like shit's happening there. You know, like, oh no, this
He
is
became
bad.
the Hulk. He has no person.
Yeah.
He's removed of all humanity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, but this part, the way that the camera was blocked and everything, I could have sworn it was gonna cut back and be a actual thing-sized hole. Thank God they didn't do it, but it felt like that would have been
hilarious.
This movie.
Instead, yeah, as we've talked about, we go back and forth with them trying to figure it out. They can't open the door. They're calling for help, yada, yada, yada. And Reed goes, wait, I think I can stretch, and pushes his fingers to the little gap, and they plump up against it, and then they go underneath it, and they come on up, and he does it, and he unlocks the door and opens the handle and comes back down, and then Johnny goes, ew, that was gross or whatever.
Yeah. Gross. That's gross.
Then the door gets, then there's a giant smash. They open the door. Ben is gone. What's that thing over there? As they see a little orange man run out into the distance or whatever. From there, we probably cut back to Von Doom, who's also discovering his abilities, right? He's got the cut and then some electricity and shit. Like, oh no.
The lights will like.
Instead, then it's like, well, where? And then we're like, where would Ben go? And he's gonna go home if he's gonna go anywhere. And so, sure as shit, they were right? The Thing has made his way back to New York City. He breaks into a big and tall shop. He gets the big Raphael coat, the big Raphael hat. Then he goes outside of his apartment. He shares with Andrea from The Walking Dead. He calls up there and he's like, oh no, he tries. He can't make the buttons work.
Wait,
this is the first time his
yeah.
fingers are too goddamn big.
Did they just not tell anyone that those guys were back?
This is a problem I had too.
Because
Of, like,
if
in
I
way-
were
because,
in a
like, there's a-
coma, I'd want my wife to come
There
to
is a
where I was in
conversation
coma.
at the Swedish facility that's clearly just next door in New York where Reed is like, oh man, don't worry, you'll see her again. Like, are we here against our will? Like, does anybody know what's going on?
Has
like,
anyone
why?
notified?
Yeah,
Because
has
she acts like nothing happened. She's like, well, go home, baby.
Yeah.
I'm in my nice nighty. We're going to have the sex. And I was like, did she not know that her husband just woke up from a fucking coma?
Again, fiance. All right, hold on. They didn't say till death do us part.
That's why it's so bizarre because they almost treat each other like they're just banging, like they've been dating for a week or two.
Yeah, watching this because of course it has to pound the pad. Operator calls the number. She's in her nightie upstairs. She comes down just on the streets of New York in her nightie and high heels.
Hilarious.
Sees him, is horrified, and runs away back to her building. And then everybody else was like, "Oh, call the police!" But like,
Yeah,
we were joking.
My
Like
favorite
Jen was
part.
like, "I would have so many questions. I would not run away screaming. I would have so many questions about what the hell is going on right now."
My favorite part is just like this woman freaks out or whatever. First thing that happens is somebody yells outside of a window, "Hey, I'm calling the cops!" Like, on what? You don't even know what's going on right now.
There's a giant Ninja Turtle over there talking to this woman. All right, we got problems.
But what a
can't see
weird
him.
choice for this character. Because she's sort of like horrified by him, right? And you go, okay, well, you're watching this movie the first time, like, she'll come around.
Of course. Especially when she sees on the very convenient news in a second. Because what happens? He runs away.
Yeah.
He runs off. Okay. The Fantastic Four gets there. Okay, what are we going to do? We can't find him. Okay, and then probably back to Dr. Doom becoming more electricity and more metal. I feel like we get 15 of those cutaways.
Yeah, we could just skip those.
And yeah, exactly. And we go to the bank too. And the bank at some point even says, "Why don't you go back to Latveria or whatever?" He's like, "I'll fucking tell you what I'll do." Doesn't matter. A man goes to commit suicide on the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever bridge.
Conveniently.
Yeah, and of course he gets up there and he looks. He's about to jump, and then Ben Grimm goes, "You think you got problems, but this is after a bird shits on him. I think,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
He's like, it could be way worse.
That's sad.
Yeah. And the guy's like, "Oh," he's like, "Don't go that way." And then he starts crawling back out of the thing. Ben goes to help him. The dude falls finally. Ben jumps down. A semi truck's about to hit him. He buries his shoulder into it. Cool. I thought this was cool.
All this stuff really cool, right? And back then you're like, fuck, what a cool, like they're starting to come together as a team. You pull back a little bit though, knowing what we've known, the criticisms of modern day superhero movies where they're like, dude, you fucking killed lots of people. That guy in that truck's dead.
Dude.
They have caused
Where's your seatbelt?
mayhem because because of Ben. It's Ben. All this shit's Ben's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get out of jail free on this one as easily as he does, but let's just let it see how it plays out, okay?
Let's see how it plays out.
More shit starts going wrong on the road. Some people are horrified. A fire truck comes to help, but it spins out. It's got
Tony
a fucking
Hawk grinds
it's
on
got
the thing.
a goddamn fucking Dalmatian in there because it's 1920.
The Dalmatian like face palms, like because he's scared.
They're hanging off the side. They're freaking out. The Fantastic Four show up, and this is where, there's a barrier to where the thing and all the people
I
are.
hate this.
And so
I hate you gotta go invisible.
The Fantastic Three get there and like, we need to get to Ben. And they say, okay, how would we do that? Sue, you
Get
can
naked.
turn invisible.
Gotta do it.
And you can get there. And so far as a viewer, you're like, okay, yeah, she could do this and get past people. That makes a lot of sense. So then she starts stripping down, and then she loses her powers when she's in her undies, and then she gets to cover up, and then
But what does Reed say?
you've been working out. Because we dated or whatever.
No, but she's turning
Jesus.
invisible in front of just normal people, and they're just like, "What's happening here? Huh? That's kind of weird."
Yeah, but
we're looking at the
real
crash or whatever.
The real problem I have though is that happens. She then takes off her bra and underwear. Now she's invisible. She starts hip checking people out of the way, and then she goes on approach to Ben, and you're like, right, this makes sense. Then Johnny and Reed go, okay, this is our chance, and they pick up the clothes that she dropped. And then the next scene is
They're all
her
together on the
and
other
all
side.
three of them coming to Ben.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened
Why
here?
did she turn invisible? That wasn't a distraction to the people you're trying to slink by. Why did she do that?
What is there? Do any of us have
It was-
reasoning?
It's
It
to
was
get
to
Jessica
have-
Alba in her underwear.
It was
That's
to have the comedic beat and Jessica Alba in her underwear.
It's to
but
have a shot in a trailer somewhere where every prepubescent teen could be like, Jessica Alba in her underwear, I'll watch this movie.
But just
That's pretty
so
much all it
funny
was.
and useless to go like, we're never going to get past this, create a distraction. So she does the naked thing, and then like, it would have been funny if Johnny and Mr. Fantastic are like, we got her naked. That's hilarious. Let's go. Like we
Yeah.
were totally able to
Until you
sneak in the
realize
whole
that
time.
One of them is her brother,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah,
So
they play
bizarre.
that up. God, every
So
single
bizarre.
thing about this
Yeah,
was
this was a
insane.
bad. You have to imagine
God,
there
this
was
damn
some
Bobo
other
thing
stuff.
was so good.
There- you have to imagine there's some deleted scenes someplace that like they had to sneak past cops or something like that. But this was just such a bad edit.
Atrocious.
Again, Ben at this point has saved the guy. He ripped him out of the car. The cops were talking to him, and they accidentally shot him. He ran in deeper. The fire, maybe the fire truck thing happens here. They all get reunited. They're talking about it. It's not that bad. My dog's here. Then the fire truck is hanging off the side of the bridge. Ben grabs it. His feet are planted. He's starting to go, hi, Ben. My Ben's here, not Ben Grimm. He does that, and then all heck starts breaking loose. And Jessica Alba is using the force field to do stuff. I forget. Mr. Fantastic. They have to be the Fantastic Four here. Johnny's flying. I forget what he does. He does something with fire. Or
She
whatever.
uses her light
catch
powers
the
to
fire?
like kind of like control the fire a bit.
He's sneaking up on me. What are you doing? You want to
Andy?
review this movie with us?
Oh no,
You look concerned.
no! I was listening to you. I was trying to think of what she was using her powers to do. Like I'm already kind of.
She holds
blanking on
the
The
fire
fire
back.
like
She,
contains it a
That's
bit.
right. Okay.
which is a cool use of her powers, but you missed it. You went to the bathroom. I was like, her powers are just so poorly used in this.
Amorphous. Yeah.
And not only that, but when she uses her powers, they're just like not. They could have pushed it. She should have been like the most powerful one in this, like she was kind of in the movie, and in the newest movie. They did her dirty.
They do the Nang thing, though, and save the day.
Yes. So they do the thing, save the day, and I'll take it from here for just a second, Greg. They're being called heroes. Like there's a moment where like the cops or whoever are looking at the thing and are like, "Oh, he's the bad guy clearly because he looks like a monster."
And they're like,
and
"No,
then
this guy
all the
saved
people
us.
are like, "You say one of us, you say
messed
all
one
of
of
us."
us,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like
It's
then all of a
great.
sudden turns on in an instant. Not a single person on this bridge is against Fantastic Four. They are the heroes.
Sweet.
The city has what it needs. The world has what it needs. This is such a great moment. Everything's good.
And then what happens?
And then the woman from Walking Dead,
His Ben Grimm's fiance, Andrea.
Andrea, walks up.
Not a woman who he's been dating for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Beyonce
Solid
with the ring
5-year
on her
relationship,
finger.
Yeah.
She takes the ring off and puts it down.
As
Thing
if they
sees
aren't
it.
even in the same set, the same world,
Just-
the same whatever.
He tries to pick it up. He can't pick it up. Reed goes and helps him in all of this. Greg, 2 weeks ago, we watched Superman Returns,
Yes.
and I had my mind blown when the whole plane sequence was actually as crazy and violent as it was, and that wasn't a fan edit. This seems like the type of thing that someone's like, wouldn't it be funny if like a College Humor video, they edited it and they're like, the moment where she's supposed to have her like, he's still my Ben. He still has a heart of gold. The scene we just saw of her being scared in her underwear and running away, like, no. He's a hero. She still sees the good in him.
Let's reverse-
But let's reverse it, you know?
Let's reverse the sequence of her picking up the ring to make it look like she's putting it down for comedic effect. It is hilarious.
100%. This is one of the
Look, she's like, stay away
She's
from
like,
me.
No.
But why is she there? How
Why
does
is
she
this
get-
lady having an orgasm next to
Oh,
her?
no, actually, yeah. Are we going to get claimed for this? Are they seeing
Yeah,
it, Raj?
probably.
Okay.
we'll see. But I don't know that I've ever seen, without exaggeration, I don't know that I've ever seen a more baffling, I can't believe this is in a real movie moment than this.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I was laughing so hard, and in writing 101, you like that's a real easy just arc to have. Like you were scared at first, now you see what good he could do and how amazing he is. Wow, like honey, I'm here for you. Like, but I mean, it leads to more funny stuff later. But just what a silly decision to even include any of this in the movie.
And I forgot about this where the cops surround him with the guns and then the firemen stop the cops. Like, put your gun down, you idiot.
Yeah. In the hierarchy of first responders, settle down, guys.
Yeah, you have nothing going on. Get
I
outta
do
here.
say that like there is a moment in this though, like it legitimately gets an emotion for me when he tries to pick up the ring and he can't. That was really sad for me.
Well, no, that's the thing is like out of context, just that moment. If we didn't watch the movie we watched before and the movie we watched after, yeah, I'm with you of like, oh, wow, there's some meat here. It just is not in this movie.
Yep.
Not in this plot.
Yep.
The woman we saw earlier, watch her look at the camera here.
She-
I was
yeah,
gonna have Raj pull it back.
Oh, yeah, she's like, I forget the term for it, but it's like spiking the lens or lazing the lens, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
I appreciate, Ben can't pick it up, and then like Reed comes, but it's like all this just happens. Like there's no words they do. No one even tells her off, which you should do too. If you turn into a rock man, Tim, me and Nick would make a lot of fun of you. But if Gia put the ring down and walked away, no conversation, we'd be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
He can do better.
I put a hat on last week.
If
and,
I'm
yeah.
Reed, I long arm grab her by the shoulder. I'm like, what's the matter with you? Or like I long
You
neck.
see him just save everybody? We just saved everybody from a
matter
problem
with
we
you?
created, but whatever.
Yeah, you're being awful right
But this
now.
is where Reed does the first grab of like, hey, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna save the day. I'm gonna fix you, Ben. Don't worry. We'll get you back so you can get back to this ungrateful woman.
Dude, I hate how awful all of this is. I forgot that was another part. I hate
It makes me hate Ben.
I hate
I'm like,
that-
Angela was right.
Dude.
Andrea.
I hate that that they needed to create conflict and to have Ben be like, why haven't you been working on me? You've always thought about yourself.
Dude,
It's like, this is
and it's
so
one
manufactured.
it's one thing coming up later from Von Doom.
But he's also seen Reed like wearing thin.
Yes.
He's seen this.
doing
he's
the one
seen
thing.
The one thing.
That he's like, why aren't you
seen
doing
it.
this? While simultaneously being like, hey, I'm also the guy that 2 scenes ago wanted you to spend time getting back with
Yes.
Sue. I'm doing everything you want me to do.
It's so stupid. And then the entire time, it's like Austin Powers, where like Dr. Doom's like, and now there are 2. Like I got 2 down, 2 to go. It's like, what the heck are you talking about, man?
Hilarious.
Go back to Nip Tuck.
Okay, first off. Anyways, they have this whole. I'm letting the movie play now so Ben can watch it. They have this whole like the refugee village on the bridge with a tent and a TV and all this stuff, and they're bickering as the 4 of them, and then the fireman lieutenant comes in and he's like, blah blah celebrities. Like, we're scientists, not celebrities. Like, I beg to differ. They turn on the TV. They're all calling you the Fantastic Four. Johnny runs out there to take questions. And
By
do
the
all
way,
stuff.
side note, that's Bezos' wife, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you scroll back, she has one
mean, I
camera
wouldn't
because she was, Jeff Bezos just got married
Yeah.
to Kim Guilfoyle, I want to say, or maybe not. Can't remember. Anyway, his wife used to be a reporter, and she has a cameo in this. I'm pretty sure that's her one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Of course, Johnny goes out. They make a bunch of weird statements. They don't know what's really going on. Then, of course, we go back to Von Doom's lair, who's watching this on TV because the priest from Midnight Mass comes in and tells him to turn on the TV. And, of course, every scene is Reed being cuddled up with Sue. And he can't believe his eyes that Reed Richards is getting once again what's going on. But Reed eventually, in one of the cutaways, is like, listen, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to go sequester ourselves and figure out what's going on to make sure we're not in danger.
I wrote down here, Reed gives the absolute worst speech of all time. Like, I know Andy has problems with the way Reed handles the speech in the new movie, and I will say after subsequent viewings, I am way more on your side than I initially was. This is an all-timer bad speech,
Not good.
though. This does no one any good.
No.
Horrible.
Bad stuff all around. Yeah. And so we're gonna go lock ourselves up and we'll go do this thing. This is yet as a movie plays another cutaway where Von Doom goes to the bank and the bank's like, listen, it's up. You've already crashed out. We're done. We're all pulling out. The IPO's dead. You're dead. This company's dead or whatever. I'm gonna toss it in here even though it's not here. Then they killed this guy.
I love the scene. I love the scene, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on with these lights, man? Hey, no,
Yeah, right.
God, just
Yeah.
puts a hole in the guy's chest.
Dude,
That's kind
crazy.
of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this is where we get to the montage, right? Of like, we're inside the Baxter building. It was our first time coming to the Baxter building.
Yeah.
So this is where we get the Stan Lee cameo.
Which
We come in.
honestly, how cool was that to see?
Great.
Good. Yeah,
You know?
I missed that.
It's been a long time since even in re-reviews or watching, like seeing him pop up. I'm like, oh man,
This
we
is
were
not the
people.
first instance of that, though, right? Was he in
No.
Spider-Man?
Yes, he was.
He must have been
yeah,
Spider-Man.
he was
Okay,
on.
yeah.
But
So
I'm
we've
saying
seen
like
before.
it's been a while since we watched those.
It made me
movies.
smile.
Though.
Good point.
Yeah, it's cool.
And so they go up there and they're gonna start doing their tests. And I'm just gonna
Zoom in on the glasses.
Dude, everything Johnny does and wears and says in this movie is so 2006.
Just do a little 10-second rewind for me because that was so
My
damn
favorite
funny.
thing
We're
is
gonna
the
pause the movie after this. It's too distracting for everybody.
my favorite thing is the belt that he wears, the belt buckle.
Oh god.
Do you remember? I mean, you're probably too young to remember this stuff. Well, you really, really are, dude.
I mean, I love big belt buckles,
Dude,
but
but,
like
like,
not that type.
There was early 2000s was all about boot cut jeans. People wore boots. They were like cowboy boots or like kind of dress style shoe boots, and then low rise. They were low rise, which for me as a chubby kid I hated. And then the big ass belt buckles. It was terrible, terrible.
So everybody's in there now. Von Doom shows up, and again, they're being all cuddly, and so he leaves. He's upset about that. We look at Ben. He's pure rock on the inside and outside. We put Johnny in the flame cage, and he starts going supernova, and they turn on the stuff. Like, you'll die. You'll kill everybody if you. That's as hot as the sun. You can't do that. He's like, okay, good, no, blah, blah, blah. They're testing everybody doing the dang thing. Meanwhile, Von Doom's on his own figuring out that he's turning into metal. It's a degenerative disease or whatever. And the one guy, and I have to report it to the CDC or whatever. He's like, the hell you do? Throws him back
What
into
the
the
hell?
X-rays.
The
and
CDC,
shit.
the Center for
Disease Control.
Disease Control. And he's like, I know what it is.
Yeah. You want to what?
I wanna go.
Okay, go over there by mommy. Love you. I brought my Switch in my bag if you want it.
Bye, Ben. Love you.
Bye, Ben.
Love you, man.
There's a little step, buddy. Careful. He's got it.
We need lost it.
Watch where you're walking. Nice where you go. He's looking at all the candy, seeing if the candy's real. Love you, Ben.
Candy.
And so then they do all that. He's turning into metal. He kills a guy. We're doing more tests. We're doing the damn thing. Yada yada yada. And then it's like, we got to just hole up here in the Baxter building, right? And so this is where we get the montage. Victor's out there killing people, becoming more evil. We get the montage of I'm gonna, I guess we skip things physical. when they hit him on the knee and nothing happens, and they take a fucking hammer and he kicks the thing. Same thing here where Johnny's trying to get him to hit himself with the whip shaving cream.
Yeah, this is so
hilarious.
Stupid.
Oh, you don't know. You don't remember what it's like to be at a sleepover. This is where Reed walks in on Sue in the shower. She's like, "Yeah, don't you know how to knock?" And then Johnny sees him reaching across to fucking grab the toilet paper out of it.
There you go, you got it.
Bring the switch back. Do you need help?
He's just so
Where's your
happy.
mother?
He's so happy.
I'll set you up. You want to play Donkey Kong? No. What do you want to
Now, what
play?
do you want to play?
Nothing. Then why'd you bring the switch out
There's
here?
a Switch on my desk. I don't know whose it was.
I'll take it.
That's weird. Why is there switches just on your desk?
There's a Switch 2 on my desk. Yeah, I don't know.
Me-
When I walked over there, I was like,
hang
"Oh,
up?
maybe this is Ben's." I was like,
Come
"No,
back
he's
up,
playing
hang up.
his. Who's this?"
Come back up. Okay. So then, that's all happening. The montage happening. He's pooping. He's getting the toilet paper. That's all well and good. Congratulations, Reed Richards. It's all well and good until Johnny's like, I just can't take it. Oh, at one point he's doing the thing where I think this is it, where he's coming over with the Jiffy Pop, but he's warming it up by his hand. That was cool.
Pretty good scene.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
I like when superheroes have practical little ways to show. Like this, I'm just like you.
Yeah,
you know?
I just like popcorn.
I like
you know what
popcorn.
I mean? But he sits down and guess what's on? The X Games.
Man, of course.
Because
All eyes are on the X Games.
I don't know if you knew, because the movie didn't really set it up, but apparently not only is he a pilot, he's also a professional X Games
He's an extreme
person.
sports guy.
Yeah, dude.
But it seemed like when he shows up that it was
know
very
who he
much
is.
he already had a career here.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, a lot of astronauts have careers in X Games.
Sure. I mean, 2005, it was the way of the world.
Neil
Dude.
Armstrong used to shred, man.
You have a lot of
God,
downtime.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
careful with
buddy.
that, all
Where you
right? Use both hands. This kid breaks the switch, I swear to God. You know what I mean?
But I just love him being like, "Man, God, I gotta get out there."
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm
So-
feeling the need. The
And
need
by the
for
way,
X
there's
Games.
a little touchstone here. He drives a 911 Turbo, but it's the 996 version of it, which is commonly upheld as the ugliest car that like Porsche ever made.
2005.
And man, it's
Torched.
just so red. It's so red.
The
and
license
so
plate says
ugly.
torch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhere in this montage, a line I wrote down between Sue and Reed is, they're having the little back and forth to try to do the test with the weird like scanner thing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? Those like that circle, and like he would have his face in it and it looked weird. Like,
Oh,
what are we
right.
doing here?
What is
Yeah.
And then she finally
Force
blasts
fields
him,
him.
force field. And you probably thought that was a form of latent hostility. What?
Yeah.
That is a weird
It's bad.
thing to say.
These two
between
have
the
zero
of you.
chemistry, and what's even worse is like I don't blame Jessica Alba. If you can't have chemistry on screen with Jessica Alba, you're doing something wrong as an actor, bro.
Sure.
Man.
One of the things that annoyed me, but I chalked it up to maybe I was falling asleep and I wasn't. But I just, now that the movie's on in front of us, he watches the X Games and it's night. He goes to the X Games and it's daytime. It is broad daylight on the road of him driving to the X Games.
You're right.
That kind of shit drives me nuts.
Where is the X Games happening?
New York?
Is it Yankee Stadium? Where do they have?
Madison Square Garden.
Is it?
I missed
It was
Sure.
outside though.
Fuck. Well, no, I mean, there's an outside component to it. That part right there was in the inside.
Is it in the inside? Okay, so it is Madison Square Garden.
I
okay, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
chemistry.
In my head canon, they were this universe treats it like the Olympics. Like
Yeah, I love
it is
that.
all
I
hands
love
on
that
deck.
idea.
They play this shit all day and night.
So Johnny grabs his suit, gets in his ugly car, goes over there. They're like, "Hey, bro, Johnny the Norm's here. We fucking know him as astronaut and 15-time X Games winner for some reason. He's gonna do some gnarly shreds." And so he fucking goes on his motorbike for a while.
I hate this narrator guy being like, "Hey man, hey Johnny, we've seen this stuff before. Show us that new hotness." Or it's just so stupid, man.
And so he does
it's
the thing.
line you write in the script and you immediately regret. You're like, oh, that one aged.
So he goes and does that. Congratulations to Johnny, but he
But
fails.
what does he do?
He just
You
jumps
know,
around.
he
a
does
bit.
something
You
insane.
flame ons, bro.
But he doesn't the first time, right? He like jumps up and does
He
like a
does a
weird-
normal thing, whatever.
He
and
does-
then
yeah,
And
he
that's when the
does-
guy's like, "Come on, show something new, Johnny. Show something new."
And then he does a backflip while the bike is like separate from him.
Yeah, and it doesn't work out.
And again, one of my favorite things is Jessica Alba, Reed, and Thing being like, "Oh, wait, where's Johnny? Damn it. The X Games is happening.
Yeah. They just knew it.
Turn on the TV.
They just knew it.
Turn on the TV." And like it was on.
fuck, there he is. They tune in just in time to see him getting his post-game interview in his Fantastic Four suit. Sue makes fun of the suit because it has the 4 on it.
Love
It's
it.
like, who? Yeah, it's so ugly. And then Reed
And
like
Reed's
covers
like,
his
looks
up
at
or
his-
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Good
that's
moment.
great.
Good
Then
moment.
they ask him.
I was wrong about something that I have to correct myself on.
Yeah.
This is where he hits the new move. He's the hotness. He's Mr. Mr. Flame now. It's great. Human Torch.
Flame.
And he gets a theme song. Music hits. And it's On Fire. Not by 50 Cent. I was incorrect. It is by Lloyd Banks, the oft-forgotten member of G Unit. Okay.
He gets a little post-game interview here in a suit where they're like, awesome, you got a name, the Human Torch? I forget. And he's like, yeah. And then like, what are the other people's names? And he's like, the Invisible Girl, Mr. Fantastic, the Thing. That's what, you're right. That's what is this thing? It's right. It is the
But
Thing.
in a perfect, and I'll say it, Nick Scarpino moment here.
Sure.
He goes, I guess they're like, what they're calling him Mr. Fantastic. He goes, I don't know. He's always been kind of limp to me.
Yeah,
Just
right?
throwing, just take the opportunity shot. Just throw one more shot at
That
him.
was a weird line. Him saying, "The Human Torch." Ladies know me as the Torch, or like.
And other girls are, ooh.
Yeah, I was like,
So
"What is
the
that?"
ladies call me Torch. It's
Yeah,
Human Torch, but they call me Torch.
oh, that's what it was.
So
Very weird.
Johnny walks out with 2 girls on his arm. Again, this is happening across the street from the Baxter building. They come down, they come over right away. Ben crushes his car. They all start arguing about what's going on. This isn't a team, it's a time bomb kind of thing.
I love that he rolls the Porsche up into a
ball.
I think that's awesome.
I thought that was great. I just like the unrealistic nature of. At no point did any one of these people go, get the fuck inside. Let's talk about it in there.
Yeah.
They're having the longest argument in front of everybody.
I hear you, but remember, they've been locked up for like 2 days. They've been quarantined for like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's tough. Have you ever stayed in your house for longer than 2 days?
Yeah.
It's tough.
And you get a little bit of the powers here where Thing tries to punch Johnny, but punches through Mr. Fantastic and he goes blue, and then the flame broil thing.
This
and then
is-
the powers she uses her force fields to stop everybody.
And this is our first real look of the Fantastic Four uniform, right? Like we saw them in the space stations, but this is like
with the
Johnny.
4 on it. Yeah.
And honestly, I'm here for it. I think these look awesome.
I guess we don't need to do Super Suit or Pooper Suit, did we? I don't know.
We didn't do it last time. We could do if it's
We should just talk about
Is this
the
a
suit.
fantastic? Is it fantastic or
No.
fuck city? I don't know. I don't like these suits.
I don't hate these suits.
I don't hate them. The long gloves are a little weird,
Yeah.
but I'm here for it.
Like, it is my least favorite of the suits, not counting future spoilers for movies we haven't seen here, but like any version of the many Fantastic Four suits we see in the new one, and this is definitely last, but not my least favorite.
I think Johnny's torso looks good in this. Scene.
Johnny looks great in them.
Good
I think
torso.
everyone else looks good. The only time that they look incredibly bad is when Ben decides to put his jeggings on. And that I'm like, we had to figure something else out for him, because him in the tight pants with the big boots is that's crazy. That's crazy talk right there.
They all go their own separate ways here. They're upset, right? Sue tries to stop Thing by saying it's not that bad. He's like, I can't live like this. I'd give anything just to be invisible. I'm this monster or whatever. Meanwhile, Von Doom is doing his Von Doomy stuff, just being a bad guy. I think this is when he debuts he's killed
Hypercooling
everybody
unit?
here, whatever. Yeah, the hypercooling unit. Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Then Ben goes to the bar. This is where he meets Kerry Washington, who
Kerry
is blind.
Washington, dude. Never in a million years would I have bet she was in this movie.
You lost that bet though, because she's
Yeah.
here. And she rubs his face in his chest, like, oh man, all right, see you later. And she just leaves.
What a shot. Thanks, Raj.
Okay. That's crushing. That's sensual right there.
Ew.
You know what I mean?
God.
Now the best part is he can't feel that. You know what I mean? Like he couldn't feel the stuff hitting him on the knees or whatever. Von Doom's freaking out. He's watching it and he's like, all right, now I got to take down this entire team. And first I'll take down his bodyguard. And you're like, damn, they've been really close. Ben and Reed. That was the first fucking scene in this motion picture. These two, the dynamic duo. I can only imagine the crazy shit Dr. Doom is going to have to do to turn Thing on Reed Richards. Dr. Doom goes to a diner where the Thing is having coffee and sits down and is basically like, this sucks, but at least Reed's working on it. It's not like he's fucking off. And the Thing goes, and Thing goes back to the Baxter building where Reed has, of course, fucked off because Jessica Alba showed up, found him asleep at the table. It was like, hey, you're overworking. We also set up in the scene before with the Thing, like you have to do all the little things to make one tiny step, or all the things to do one step. Let's take a break. Let's clear your head. Let's go out. Let's just be sexy young teens on the city for a second. We're touching, we're stretching, we're doing it, right?
We're touching, we're stretching.
And of course, Thing comes home to the Baxter building, finds him not there, sees Reed and Sue come in, and he's like, holy shit, Dr. Doom was right. You aren't working on this problem that I've seen you work on this entire film so far. You aren't a real friend. You never cared about me. And it's like, whoa, this is an escalation, don't you think, Thing?
Just a leap.
Yeah. And Thing's like, no, it's not an escalation, Greg. I'm like, oh, fuck, shit, okay. And he
He's talking
leaves.
directly to Greg.
He leaves angrily. Yeah. I was surprised, too.
Crazy, dude.
A crazy, stupid, nonsensical turn.
Especially when what is the bad guy in this movie's power? He's fucking smart and manipulative.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Give us something more than literally just like, how'd he turn him? He essentially said, turn.
Yeah. I'll tell you all the things, whatever. Oh, and this is what you were talking about earlier. I'm paging through the little things. They fight a little bit here, right? And like Mr. Fantastic wraps around him and does the thing.
Grabs his head.
Yeah. But like I said,
Raise
he
your
leaves.
ears.
Johnny Storm shows up. He talks to Jessica Alba. They leave for a second. Reed's there alone. This is when Dr. Doom shows up. I'm jumping ahead. Yeah, no, I'm not. This is where Dr. Doom shows. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Hold on, everybody. Sorry. Johnny and Sue leave. Reed is like, Ben is right. I shouldn't have taken this 15-minute break to fucking breathe.
I'm such a bad friend.
I'm a horrible fucking friend. I will experiment on myself. I think I've almost got it. I've got the cosmic dust rays all set to go. I'll climb in there. He climbs in. He comes out. And he's all limp. Bling, 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 bling,
Does he put
bling.
himself back in to fix it?
No, because that's what you would think. Like he's melting, but it's like, oh no, this just wore him out. He's tuckered out. He just needs to rest up. He's gonna rest up and be okay.
But didn't they set
got
up
real
that the whole the thing is like they're like it's either gonna fix you or it's gonna make your powers way worse?
Yeah.
Did it make his powers way
He
worse?
just needed a rest. Remember, he couldn't control it. He's resting. He needed a rest.
I spent like 10 hours, or I spent about 10 minutes of my time just trying to pause perfectly as he's falling down the building after Doom hits
Love
him.
it.
And he's like stretching, but he can't grab the building right because he's all kind of like, messed
Noodly.
up. And he falls towards the screen. I kept trying to like pause at the perfect moment to get just a good glimpse of his weird ass looking CG face. It was really tough to do.
Oh,
so.
speaking of that, there's a couple things here I want to point out.
Please.
Because the moment that Reed and Sue go on their weird little 15-minute date situation, he does have the line of, you'd want a stronger man. And then like
He does the jaw
changes his face into a weird jaw.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated everything about it. Like it was like
Yeah, it really
fucking-
makes you not like that
but
character.
they didn't play it
No.
endearingly enough, and they didn't play it as a joke. It just kind of was like, do you actually think that that's something she would find attractive? Like it was like a weird.
It's
You
not-
compare that to the
It was like
dynamics
the mask
in the new
with Jim
movie.
Carrey.
It was fucking very bizarre. But then it immediately jumps to the scene of Ben in the house and them like walking out, and like when he first sees them and is like starts giving him shit. And it is some of the worst, most obvious movie blocking dialogue of just like, you guys just need to walk into the scene, just be saying something. The dialogue between Reed and Sue here is, wow, I had no idea. It's true. And then Ben starts talking to them. And I'm like, what? That's the whole back and forth.
This is one that when we were leading up to this moment in the movie and they were having this conversation, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, I remember him doing a face change here to a celebrity. Who was it? And then they did this, and I was like,
Jay Leno.
am I is that what it is? Like, I don't know what the
I think that was like the.
I didn't know because I think what's honestly, I think what honestly is happening here is we're missing the punchline and also losing historical context because I don't know who he's trying to be. I was like, nowadays I'm watching like, is he trying to be like the comic accurate Mr. Fantastic? But then Googling this, trying to find it, this I do remember. In the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, Reed Richards, played by Ian Gufford, does not change his face to impersonate anyone else. However, in a deleted scene, he playfully alters his face structure to resemble Wolverine while interacting.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's terrifying.
Why did that feel racist? I hate it.
That's a tough one. That's also not his power. I don't think he can grow hair.
Well, this
all
is
of a sudden.
early. This is early.
Yeah.
This is early.
This is early.
That's bad.
This is early.
That's real bad.
Awful.
So yeah, I was very much like, why
Thank
do I
God
remember
deepfakes
this
have gotten
being
better.
something and then it's nothing? Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. Cool. As we said already, Reed tests himself, falls out. Doom sees it. He goes over there, gets him, beats the shit out of him, throws him out. Right. Then, with that out of the picture, Because he takes him and freezes him. I'm not sure if they're actually there, but you know how he does this. He puts him in liquid nitrogen, freezes him over there. Then Thing comes back to the room, finds Doom there. And Doom's like, redid it. He cracked it. Get on in. We can fix this. I can turn you back into Ben. He's like, awesome, cool. Climbs in there, and there wasn't enough power. So when he gets in there, he like jump starts it with his Dr. Doom electricity. And sure as shit, Ben Grimm comes out. Fucking awesome.
Cool.
Except this is where it's revealed that I'm going to kill all of you. You're all horrible. I'm the best. I'm Dr. Doom.
Always one of those interesting things when you introduce this into the world where you're like, I know you're never going to come back to this, but you now have a machine that give people superpowers.
Right.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad device.
Also, we never talked about this as the movie plays in the background here. The fact that Victor Von Doom has cameras all over the Baxter building.
Yeah, he's creepy. Where else does he have cameras? Probably the bathrooms.
I'm sure he does. He's
Probably
watching.
toilets.
He's probably the guy who went in there and took out the toilet paper. Wow. This is where you get the
beg for it,
line,
Daddy.
right? The 2 down, 2 to go.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
you say?
Beg for the toilet paper, Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said.
Man, you said some really crazy things that might, like, as far as non sequiturs go, like the context and stretch of like what you meant by beg for it, Daddy.
Yeah.
And your answer was like, oh, you're trying to get toilet paper. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens, man.
Great covering for
I'm
me
right there
again.
for you. Yeah. You know what I
Covering
mean?
for me again.
This is an all timer.
Again, they've done this. They've taken that off the board. Oh, yeah. He gets his heat-seeking missile thing that he's had forever. Well, he breaks in, puts on the Doom mask. He goes full Dr. Doom. He's ripping off RDJ. And then he goes and he gets the heat-seeking missile. He looks out. He sees Johnny. He fires the missile. This might be 2 down, 2 to go. Fires the missile out. It's going, and Johnny's trying
Secret
to...
delight number 2. This scene fucking rocks.
Johnny flying through the city.
Johnny flying through the city. This is comic book movie magic. And I would have never in a million years before seeing this last night been like, I think it's going to look cool. I thought Human Torch was going to look stupid as shit. It didn't.
This
fucking
good.
rocks.
It looks like it was made like last year. It's not
Very,
great.
it looks awesome. I feel like the sound design was the high point of this movie. It was this scene. And the heat-seeking missile following them, like, yeah, this is cool as shit. Good for y'all. You did it.
He has to light the garbage thing on fire and figure it out.
he likes the
problem
barge.
solving. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
fun.
like that a lot.
Cool.
Of course, the barge takes the missile, and that still knocks Johnny into the water, and that's when we get the 2 down, 2 to go. Jessica Alba turns herself invisible, goes in there, turns off the freezy shit on Mr. Fantastic. Doom catches her in the act, of course. She goes invisible. He fires some lightning bolts. He shocks her, does that thing. When he's about to get the killing blow in, of course, Ben Grimm, now the Thing again returns because he went back and did himself into the thing.
Went back
I don't know
in.
how he got the power he needed, but he did.
Again, don't.
He hit randomize
write
and
this.
just landed on it. Luckily.
It's such a stupid thing because like okay, so now we've established that we have a machine where whenever he wants to look normal, he can just go look normal.
It's a vending machine. He hit the vending machine.
Why would you put this in your movie? It has to be destroyed. There has to be a one-time use thing. You have to write something in there that limits his ability to do it, like Superman, where it's like if you
Superman!
fucking do this, you can't go back. Cool.
Thing runs in, grabs Doom. They go through the window, then down into a pool, and then flood a building, and then fly out into the streets, then throw Doom into a bus. Then Doom comes out of the bus. It's time to fight all the people. He starts zapping people and doing the things, yada, yada, yada. At one point, he tries to shock Thing, but Jessica Alba uses the force field, and then Mr. Fantastic shows up and wraps himself around Doom, and then Johnny comes back, and he's like, you missed, or what, I survived. I don't fucking know. He's some one-liner. And then Mr. Fantastic's like, Johnny, supernova, or whatever, and he's like, I thought that was a bad idea. But he flies
Cross the stream.
He flies around Doom at the super fast and super hot thing, and Jessica Alba puts up a force field, and Thing stands there like an idiot looking at it, and then Human Torch gets out, and the force field's there, and take it away, and then Doom's been melted into a statue, and he's just a statue now.
He's not yet because he's like, you guys thought you could get me with that, and then he has the line where he's like, hey, remember you didn't get your science class. What happens
chemistry.
to chemistry? What
What happens
because-
to a frog when they hit by lightning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same thing that happens to everything
everyone
else.
They hit the thing, and they spray him with water, and they super cool him.
Did
And
look
it's my
really
favorite part of the movie. Sorry, before I
go
forget,
ahead.
because the water goes up, he puts his foot down on it to
Really
push
cool. I
it forward,
like
and
it.
Mr. Fantastic makes a slide
Yeah.
to divert it toward that. Everything in this scene with Mr. Fantastic is fucking great. Him coming up and being like a parachute and wrapping around him, all that shit. I was like, wow, you really like cared about Mr. Fantastic being cool to watch in this.
And now he's a statue, and the city of New York rejoices. We have been saved by this man.
Do you think he's just frozen in there, but like still conscious?
Yeah, 100%.
It's terrifying. That's
Yeah.
like my worst nightmare.
I wonder if the next movie will pick it up.
Yet another statue to go up in his like no line about that.
No,
Nothing.
no.
They
Instead,
focus so much on the fact that he had a statue in the first scene.
The guy, guy from
Midnight
Midnight
Mass
Mass is so dedicated to him that he's going to ride the entire fucking boat ride over to
All the way to
Latveria with him.
Latveria, yeah.
He's just on the fucking cargo ship.
puts him in there. Got to protect him. Got to protect the moneymaker. You know, you guys know.
The guy.
Back in what Nick was saying a bit, I do think like the team working together in this final moment,
cool.
like Doom fucking sucks in this, and like a lot of things suck about this, but like just looking at this one scene, I'm like, that's cool.
Kind of cool.
They've won. Congratulations. It's now time to throw a celebratory boat party. Okay. Everyone's on the boat celebrating the Fantastic Four. Again, Kerry Washington's there, blind as a bat.
Yeah.
Cheers things, glass
Thank God I
breaks.
can't see this ugly mug.
Mr. Fantastic goes out with Invisible Woman, drops to a knee, fully standing, and then does his body, shrinks it down, proposes. She says yes. Everybody's watching. They all start to come out. Thing goes to Johnny. Hey, no more jokes about my body, all right? And Johnny's like, yeah. Wide load coming through. Everybody out of the fucking. I'm gonna kill him. Johnny jumps in full flame on mode, and we missed the flame ons and the clobbering time. They're there. Jumps up, does the four.
I fucking hate that. Like, I don't think at any one point did the thing know that flame on was something Johnny was saying. But like as he's saving the day and things standing there, like Greg was mentioning, standing there looking like an idiot because everybody else is doing work and things just standing there, he goes, flame on, kid. It's like, how do you know that's
Now here I'll paint an alternate picture though. I think the It's Clobbering Time is better in this than it was in the new movie. Because at least it's set up with, hey, look, I got a little toy for you, and it's clobbering time. So it was like, oh fuck, that stupid
The same thing
smashes
with the
it.
flame on in the new one.
Yeah. The flame on's always just that's a weird like line.
It makes
in
no
general.
sense,
Yeah,
yeah.
as a person's like call sign or whatever you call it, like the tagline, I've always fucking hated that. But it's clobbering time. It's kind of lit.
The suit
Hulk smash.
is a classic. Is that suit plastic? I think it's elastic. That suit is so fantastic.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you
got
for
the
thinking
Joker
about
in the
it.
next room last.
It's not fantastic. It sucks.
I think we talked about the chickless suit, right? We talked about this ad nauseum, but I just want to go back to it.
We
for a
talked
second.
about it. Yeah, that it exists.
I think yes. Keep this up. Because did we talk about the eyebrows,
You mean eyelashes?
the brow line?
Oh no.
So I think the reason why this suit's so off-putting is because he's missing the sort of iconic thing. Like brow line.
Yeah.
That
okay.
they smartly brought back in the new one. Because if you don't have the brow line, it looks like you shaved your eyebrows. And anyone that shaves their eyebrows and is bald looks kind of weird. Like it makes your face look like otherworldly. And I think they really, really, really should have thought harder about bringing that brow line back in. If you know what I'm talking about.
Bring back the brow.
Bring back the brow.
Also, just to dial it back as the movie
Roger, bring
just
up
plays,
the new Ben Grant.
just plays on
you can
my
see the
thing
brow.
of like the turn here from where Ben's like, you know what? Don't turn me. You have the machine. The machine's right there. Don't turn me back into hers. I'm fine. Better than fine. And then Kerry Washington walks up and says, better than fine. And then he like grabs her ass and he's like, Jesus Christ, everybody.
Yeah, see, that brings a more human element to it and is more expressive. You see what I'm saying? Andy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's way better.
Time to get my rocks off.
Hey, Andy, why didn't you write in this movie? You know?
Wow.
Thank you.
And that's Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four, baby.
Four in the air.
2000 near the Statue of Liberty. A superhero
You got
movie
it.
classic. We had it in Superman. We had it in X-Men. We have it in
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh my God, good
She's
stuff.
the real hero. Lady
She
Liberty.
is. Mm-hmm.
I don't think they make Nikes in her size.
Ragu. Bagu, buy those.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rad Guys Talk Bad Guys, the podcast where we rank and review all the villains of the MCU universe. If you're new around here, it got so unwieldy. With 67 villains currently on the list, we needed to break them into tiers from S to F. What tier did we put Doctor Doom and the Priest from Midnight Mass in?
Oh baby.
I mean, I'd go.
Shit.
I don't think you could go worse than like F. Like,
What's
This is F tier. Looking
Yeah,
at
this
this
is
tier,
100%.
like this is F
it's
tier
pretty
for
bad.
sure.
So then let me read the F tier to you. We start at 57. with Magneto and Phoenix from X-Men 3. Number 58 is that lady from Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 59 is Cross from Ant-Man. Number 60 is Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 61, doesn't matter, Deadpool 2. Number 62, Apocalypse, duh, from X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Number 63, Abomination from The Incredible Hulk. Number 64, these fucks from Wolverine, the Wolverine. Number 65, these fucks from Thor 2. Number 66, Dr. Reyes from the New Mutants. And then number 67, Jessica Chastain and the Zelda Mummies from Dark Phoenix.
Damn.
I'd put it at 63 above Abomination. I just remember the Abomination character being an abomination.
If
If
we can,
we can do whatever we want. It's our podcast.
I would put it out and say 57, the top of F tier. I think the late great Julian in this he's not a good villain, but he's eating the scenery and he's doing the thing and I will remember this Doctor Doom now that we've watched it in a way I remember Magneto X3. And let's not get caught up in the fact that fucking Magneto X1 and 2 is amazing. Throughout all the X-Men, you know what I mean? Like whatever. But paired up with Dark Phoenix and X-Men 3, she sucked.
Yeah, but
I don't even know who that lady from Ghost is anymore. I don't know what we're talking about in this one.
Well, Ghost from Ghost.
That's
Ghost.
I wonder why. Because we wrote down
Ghost from
bullshit.
Ant-Man.
I would say that a lot of these lists, it's always half of the actor's performance and half of what sort of stuff that they have to do as a bad guy. And I don't even think he was like a bad actor. There was nothing. It's like there was just a void there.
He's too 1.0. He's too I'm evil because I'm evil and they need to be evil. He needed better motivations and they needed to give him more. Do you think he's going to be better than Robert Downey Jr.?
I'm different than Nick in the sense that I think that Abomination's above this.
Me too.
I think this goes right under Abomination because Abomination not the best, but like memorable, and I think he even got better over time.
But then I also think of the bad guys in the Wolverine movie, which were all like the samurai stuff. Like that stuff was at least. This guy didn't do anything cool ever.
I mean, and honestly, hold on, this is Doctor Doom. This fucking sucks. This is bad. I'm getting caught high on my own
This is last
supply
place for
This
me.
is real. No,
below Jessica Chastain.
No, not
I'll
below
fucking
Jessica
quit the
Chastain.
show, Andy.
I hated her.
The Zelda mummies had memorable stuff in them
No.
because they
Name
were
one
so
thing.
bad.
What's one thing you remember about
Other than them being Zelda Mummies.
We didn't know whether to call him Re-Dead or not. That's about it. I don't know. I was just like, I feel like I hated her for I don't know. I felt so nothing from this. I got nothing out of this.
Doom? We're talking about fucking Jessica Chastain. Who gives a shit? We're
What
talking
was
about
her
one of the
real name?
greatest-
Look up her real name.
It's fucking insane.
It's like,
Spira.
no, it's like
Shael.
Tong or some shit like that. You gotta look it up. It really surprises me every time we ever get that. You're looking it up right now.
I'm looking. So's Tim. Oh, I got an ad. Pop-up ad's going to get me away there.
Jessica Chastain. It's like Ton or Dark or Dark.
Jessica Chastain in this movie is Vuk.
Like, this is a horrible.
I'd put him above
dude.
I put him
Please
above
put
Vuk.
that in there. Please put Jessica Chastain and then parentheses book.
I'd put him above Vuk. That's about
There
it.
we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg, for adding Vuk in there. That's great.
Vuk.
Well, see, we're growing up. We're getting more professional. He also changed it to just Ghost. You guys see?
I don't even remember what the reference was anymore. That lady from Ghost. A long time ago, I said when we did this, I was going to go and clean it up, and I just never had the time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, her name was Ghost.
No, I know
And
that.
you kept
So
on-
why did I say that lady from Ghost?
That's
Because
just how
we
you
kept
typed
on
it in.
making the joke acting like it was the movie Ghost. Like,
That's funny. We're funny on this show. Oh.
I don't have a theme song, sorry.
All right, now it's time to rank the Fantastic Four movies within the MCU. A lot of people are asking, like, are you going to do just the Fantastic Four movies? It's the same thing. Just rank where they rank. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to call it out every time.
I also sent
Yeah.
through an asset.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here it is. Thank you, Roger.
Jesus Christ. Is it on there? I couldn't even tell you if it's on there.
It's on there. All right. It is at number.
Jesus.
Well, do we want to spoil it for the
No.
audio listeners yet?
Yeah. Tell us what we all rank, Timmy.
Give me a second.
Here we go.
What's happening here?
God, we had a lot of
Just
lists on this.
fill some time for
I
one
had some
sec.
fun watching this movie. I tell you that right now. I might watch.
I
When,
see.
when are we doing the next one? This week, right? We're doubling
Yeah,
up this
yeah,
week.
yeah. Triple.
I'm gonna watch Fantastic Four as this for tonight.
Wow.
I'm looking
I'm
forward to it.
Proud of you.
Yeah. I wish they made a third one in this.
You know what? Yeah,
That's
well,
where I'm
let's
at right
see.
now.
That'll be the interesting part of getting to Silver Surfer and being like, was this so bad that this needed to kill the franchise?
Yeah. I mean, apparently this was good enough that it warranted a sequel. So obviously,
Well, but I'm saying getting through Silver Surfer,
yeah.
was this movie so bad
Well, I do
that they were
remember
like,
them-
we got to stop? Because
I do
we've
remember
seen a lot of bad movies keep going here.
yeah. Well, there's like 19 X-Men.
Whatever.
movies,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Spreadsheets are hard, everybody. We're learning on the fly. We have figured out the problem. I will tell you right now, the image that Roger had up, not accurate. Okay, not accurate. It didn't take into account my number for some reason. I don't understand. We'll have our best men on this to figure it out.
Thanks, Curran.
I can promise you that this is accurate. What I'm about to say.
Okay.
So
Take it down. Is it
let's start with Andy Cortez. Where'd you have this movie?
Can you click mine and I can go see? I don't know where it is.
Nightmare.
I sent that during the kind of funny podcast trying to get you to read it.
Out of 66 movies, I started looking at the end of this list and I started kind of shocking myself and going, "Wow, I can't believe I had a lot more fun with this movie than X movie, than Y movie, than X-Men Origins Wolverine, than X-Men The Last Stand." This movie went all the way up to number 51, underneath Thor: The Dark World and above Captain America: Brave New World.
Wow.
Number 51 out of 66.
Whoa. Nicholas.
I put this very close. I put this at number 50 out of 66. Right above X-Men. And I think I might have fucked that up. So I got to redo that real quick because I think I put it in twice by accident, Tim. I apologize.
no.
But we'll look at that. 'Cause now I'm looking. Oh, no. Well, this
Can
is.
you open up Nick's?
Look it up.
Open up Nick's. Oh,
Because I don't know if I put first, if that's first steps.
No, yours is fine.
Okay,
Yours-
so the
yours is
Fantastic
looking good.
Four, I actually ranked this above. I'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. I put this a little higher than I thought because I enjoyed this, and honestly, in my brain, I was like, yeah, I fucked it up.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure it out. In my brain, I was like, is this better than X-Men and is it better than Spider-Man? Like the first X-Men and the first Spider-Man. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, okay, so I got to rank them somewhere around there.
You put it way up there, yeah, around me.
I also put it way up there around them. I had slightly lower though at 55.
Way up there in the 50s.
Way up there in the 50s.
Well, I mean, for a movie that was
No,
this
right.
bad, that like Andy was saying this, like the chat last week was saying, "Oh, this is about to be like one of the worst."
This
ones.
is Electra Catwoman
This is
levels.
no Electra. This is no Morbius. Like this is fairly up there for me. It's funny because I, more so than you guys, really enjoy Madam Web for being such a bad movie that's
Monster.
enjoyable. However, this is an actual bad movie that's enjoyable because we actually give a shit about these characters and how bad Doctor Doom is and how bad Human Torch adds to the quality. I don't give a shit about Madam Web.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about these three. I don't even know their names, you know?
Yeah.
Isabella Merced, though. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
So Fantastic Four, I have it 55. Above X-Men Apocalypse, but below Spider-Man 3. Because for as bad as Spider-Man 3 is, I would rather watch that 1,000 times before watching this one.
Wow.
Because I just love Spider-Man. And it's like a bad Spider-Man. Everything I just said about Fantastic Four here of like how bad and novel it all is. It's just like, yeah, seeing the fucking the pie, like how's the pie? Looks so good. Like, good Lord, so much trash in that movie.
Yeah.
Him dancing and all that stuff. Like the new Goblin in general. Like, yeah, I enjoy that a lot more. So that's 54 for me. God, we're low on this list. Greg, where are you?
I voted with truth and put it at 29.
Whoa. Whoa. Truth to power, my friend.
Oh my God. Okay, Greg.
You put it over across the Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse?
Yeah. Across the
You're the
Spider-Verse.
only one that
It's
tells the
bad. It's bad, everybody.
It's bad.
That's a bad movie. Saw it once, put a napkin on it, never watch it again.
Wow.
Never watch it
I'm not
again.
finishing that meal. No,
Let's
sir.
have some fun with this movie.
No, sir.
So I put it, yeah, right. For me, it's it's underneath X-Men, above Captain America: Brave New World. That's where I think this movie goes.
Why did you have Brave New World so high?
I enjoyed that film for what it was.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, Andy. Is this supposed to be the homogenized beehive of MCU reviews, or can we have some fun out here?
It's insane.
Enjoyed myself. I'd rather watch this more than Captain America:
Over
Brave New
Days of
World.
Future Past?
They
Oh.
fucked that whole universe up, you know,
Oh, man.
above Marvels.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of these movies that I could be like, I don't agree, but Greg, I get it. Across the fucking Spider-Verse?
So offended by that, I've never watched it again. That's
Is
why.
it just because of how it ended?
Yeah, wasted my time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
How about a
baby,
whole story?
That's a baby cry
How
shit.
about a whole story rather than here's
my
half a
God.
story. Wait, maybe we'll get to it in 8 years, maybe
That
9
is
years,
like-
maybe 10 years.
Oh, you got
I
this
don't
heart. You got
wanna
this
do-
heartfelt, very complex dynamic between you and your
Here the
uncle
other fucking guy comes.
and your uncle. That's too much thinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that much. I
The
don't wanna
first
see
movie,
that much. I
the
don't wanna be
first
that
movie was a
entertained.
perfect movie. Let's just fucking fuck this one up.
Let's make it more complicated.
kick it off
and
to
let's
the
make
side.
everyone more interested in this
Bring back
franchise.
the
Make
characters
them
you
wanna
care
wait.
about at the very end of it. Yeah.
Did it have Chris Evans with his abs out? No, man. No fucking cum bucket there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chris Anka wrapped up like a grub, not making the next one.
Grub. You know?
Yeah, that's what he
He's
does, man.
Grub.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I'll buy a new
week.
statue.
We'll be back with a Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. We'll see how that one fares, and if Greg how high he puts that one up. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll be
Above
top
Doctor
10 all
above
time.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh yeah.
I'm flabbergasted. Till next time, have a marvelous day, I guess.
Above Wakanda forever.